What's happening, everybody? We in here. What is going on? Appreciate everybody popping in here on a Tuesday. We're hitting you on a Tuesday. Tomorrow is is New Year's Eve, and so hey, everybody's gonna be doing their thing. Everybody's gonna be rocking out. Hopefully, everybody stays safe during it and enjoys the time. But we decided to move it up a day and break down some game film. Not a whole lot to show. We're gonna focus really on some of the rookies. We got Charles Grant. Charles Grant getting some burn a little bit, so we're gonna showcase some of that. We're going to show a little bit of the defense, but we're definitely going to focus on players that we may want to prioritize kind of going into the offseason. A bunch of players on the last year of their contract, players on the on 1 year contracts. And the question is, who do we want to bring back, given the fact that we have a lot of positions to fill going into this offseason? So we're going to tap into that. Not a whole lot to show, but at the tail end, we're going to do a bunch of just kind of Q&A. Obviously, we slotted that number 1 draft pick, so a lot of people want to talk about that. And we're going to chop it up. We're going to chop it up with you guys on this Tuesday. So we appreciate everybody rocking with us. Do us a favor. Double tap that screen. If you got a bunch of people that you know are Raider fans, if you like the content, share it with them. Share it out to your social media. We definitely appreciate it. But we appreciate everybody rocking with us. We'll get to the chat in just 1 second. But got to say what's up to my guys, especially one guy rocking back with us, man. Chris, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Man, what's going on, fellas? What's going on, man? Glad to be back with my boys, man. It's it's been a minute, man, but salute. We got a lot to talk about, man. What's happening?
Got a lot to talk about, man. We're going to let Chris have the floor, vent a little bit if he needs to, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of get out of his system a little bit, but we're going to get to that. Severe, you coming up with us as well, man. Appreciate you popping in here. What's going on? How you feeling?
Man, feeling good. Number 1 pick almost secured. My boy Charles Orlando Pace Grant is out there looking good. Charles Jonathan Ogden Grant is out there balling. By the fan standards, all you need to see is a few plays, and he's the best you've ever seen. All you need is 4. He had 4 good plays. That's all we've seen out of certain people.
The next Art Shell, bro.
He got an all-pro left tackle, fellas. All-pro left tackle.
Oh my, for the love of God, I love it. Hey, just a little sneak peek about what you're about to see when we showcase a little bit of Charles Grant over to this side of the screen. We love it. We love it, man. But it's always good, man, having the guys back full screen. Everybody's back together, man. Chris, good to see you back. Severe back up in here. If y'all don't know, definitely go over, hit the like button, hit the sub button. You got Chris Protection Podcast. You got The Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider. My channel is Real Talk Raider Nation. Appreciate y'all. If you don't know, we break down game film after every single game. Typically Wednesdays, but due to the holidays, we're doing Tuesday. But in the offseason, we're going to break down game film of the college prospects as well as the free agents. And so if you guys are members of any channel, mine's, Severe's, or Chris's Protect the Show podcast, if you're a member, you could throw out suggestions. If you want some players that you want us to kind of break down. And so we'll definitely put those on the list, prioritize them, and, man, hit you guys up in the offseason with some fun film breakdown of these college prospects as well as the free agents, man. So we definitely appreciate everybody rocking through, coming through. And look, Chris, it's been a minute, so I've been starring a couple of comments, people rolling through the chat. So, man, hey, if you want to do the honors and say what's up to the chat, starting up at the top of Where's the Flag, say what's up to everybody.
Yeah, so salute to everybody, man. First of all, man, I want to say thank you for people that's reached out to me personally. You know, I had a loss in my family, lost my niece a couple weeks ago, just had the funeral, man. But everybody that's reached out, thank every last one of you guys, man. So just want to say that before we get started. But, man, salute to Where's a Flag in the building? What's going on? Got PDL. He said, is this about the upcoming free agency class? Well, we might talk about it a little bit, but not yet. There's probably, we still a lot going on, but appreciate you coming through. Got my boy Dominique in the building. What's going on? Got Jack in the building. What's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Thank you for coming through. Got my big bro Turf in the building. Turf, hope you're staying out of trouble, man. Thanks for coming through. Got
Draft party, Turf. Draft party, Turf. Draft party.
Draft party.
Yes, sir. We're gonna make that.
Yeah, we might have to, do it big, man. In Pittsburgh.
I tapped into Turf's live. I think it was last week, and I said, "Look, Turf, you need to show up because I need to see another Brock Bowers fallout in person. I want to see it in person.
Nothing like it. When I say there's nothing like, I've seen a lot of things in my years. So I've seen a lot, But one of my funniest was just watching Turf do a complete meltdown in Detroit. A complete meltdown. When I say, I know I've said it once, I probably said it twice, but Turf, we were in Detroit. Turf wanted to leave back to Texas that night. That night.
Man.
That night, Turf was so upset.
I want to see
Turf to death, man. He didn't even want to go to round 2 the next day. He didn't want to go to round 2. So Turf, we're gonna get you in Pittsburgh for this year's draft party. It's gonna be a movie.
Sure. Got to.
It'll be a movie.
Got to.
Salute to L11 in the building. Salute to you. Isaiah in the building. Salute. Got Rosetown in the building, man. Salute. I mean, salute to all you guys, man. It's a lot. Got Truth's Finest in the building. Aloha. Got my girl, Sun Goddess in the building. That's my girl. That's my sis. Nav Man in the building. What's going on? Dre in the building. I always gotta give Dre the love. He was the one that introduced us to our boy, man. To our boy.
Willie Lamp.
Willie Lamp.
Oh,
you know, he might be a Raider one day, but Dre was the one that got me hit, man. He got me hit.
Man,
we're gonna find our next Willie Lamp this next season. All right, so we will.
Taddy in the building, man. Appreciate you. Got aka Freaky B in the building, #1 pick. Absolutely appreciate you, Raiders for life, man. Appreciate all you guys, man. Kevin Lurker, Shock Bowers, got all y'all, man. But we could be here all day, man. Let's get to the show though. Let's get to the show.
Appreciate it, man. And we'll definitely shout out everybody else that's kind of coming through. People are really piling in. We appreciate y'all. Double tap that screen wherever you're at. Just hit the like button. Helps out. But shout out to Turf, man. Got to be there in Pittsburgh. Just so you guys know, just as a heads up, we're trying to plan it out. We're going to try to get out to Pittsburgh for that draft. Obviously, right now we hold that #1. Hopefully, we continue to hold that #1. But if y'all are going to be out there in Pittsburgh, hit us up on Instagram, IG, however you have access to it. Let us know if you're going to be out there. We're going to have a little bit of fun.
Turf, yeah. Turf got to be up good. Now we know Turf said he does not want Mendoza. So if he does go and they pick him, we might have another one, guys. I'm telling you.
Hey, we got to get this on cam.
Got to get it on cam. Got to get it.
Definitely follow us, tap in, hit that notification because, man, if Turf rolls out there, we're going to have a little bit of fun. It's going to be right. It's going to be right. But yeah, let us know if any of y'all are deciding to go out to Pittsburgh, maybe be in that area. We'll kind of keep you guys updated as to what we're doing. We're going to try to be there for a minute. So, man, definitely tap in. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Every time we all get together, it's always a movie.
Fun. It's always a movie. Always up. Salute the Midnight Theory. He said, as a Raiders fan, I'll be real. The team's going to struggle for years. The owner cares more about profits and winning.
It's not a lie.
We'll talk about
it. I disagree on that.
So let's do this.
He cares. He definitely cares.
He cares.
Yeah.
But I kind of put it this way. He cares. He wants to win without question.
Yeah.
But he doesn't lose sleep at night if we do. Let's put it that way. Like he wants to win. He without question. But
the owner of any business wants to make profits.
Exactly.
Like he lays his head down very comfortably every night, even if we lose. Let's put it that way.
Like it goes back to anybody that watches the Simpsons when like the critic was on there and he was talking to Rainier Wolfcastle and he was like, "Man, how do you sleep at night?" And he's like on a big pile of money with many beautiful women. Like it's like exactly. It was like, hey, But look, I think he cares too much. I think that's the problem. He cares too much, and he's too invested, and that sometimes when you're that deep into something, you can't see the forest for the trees. And I think that's where Mark Davis has found himself recently.
No, that's a good point. Oh, go ahead.
No, Chris, go for it. You got anything?
No, I'm saying that's a good point because I think a lot of owners would not tolerate or put themselves in a position to pay all those head coaches at the same time, and GM at the same time. So you know what I'm saying? It's like he wants to get it right. It's just he's striking out, but he's trying and he's putting his money behind it. So a lot of owners just be like, hey, we just got to see this thing out. I'm not putting no more money in this, so it is what it is.
And I think that's where it becomes real tough is because Mark isn't, and I know, Severe, we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, and I know you heard me kind of talk about this, but I truly do feel that Mark just really doesn't understand the football side of things enough that he allows too many people to kind of influence his decision. And so when you get other people that he highly respects thinking that their opinion is what it needs to be. He just doesn't understand the nuances of the game and how to build an actual football team. He just kind of goes with if it sounds like a good idea, then he just rolls with it. If it comes from a person that has like major influence, or again like a Tom Brady, kind of is one of, if not the best player to play in the National Football League, right? Obviously one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback to play. He takes any opinion that Tom Brady has and he just rolls with it because he just doesn't understand the game enough himself to be able to understand, is that the right or wrong direction? And he just rolls with it. And because he just allows the next guy to influence his decision when everything looks bad, we find ourselves in this type of situation.
It reminds me that there is a certain president who may or may not be in office right now, who knew nothing about politics or policy or governing or legislating and nothing. So it was said that generally the last person in the room with this particular person would get their way, because that was the last thing he heard. And if they sold it well enough, then that would be the plan. And it almost seems like, Mark Davis is not exactly in that same mode, but much like what you said, 805, if it sounds good, Mark is like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that. And then, he finds himself in these predicaments. That's why we got to get Jim Gray. We got to get Jim Gray ass up out of there. Like, Jim Gray, you need a restraining order against Jim Gray. He cannot step anywhere near the facility. Because I think he's a person that is having some influence recently, and we've seen the results.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And I think that's what it's tough with Mark Davis, but we'll see. Hey, look, we get the number one. If Pete Carroll's not here, he gets to kind of wipe the slate clean a little bit with head coach, and we'll see just kind of the direction they got to go. But I'll tell you, they better get it right if they move on from Pete Carroll. So got a few more people coming in before we tap into this. Paul Costa in the building. What's going on, man? Appreciate you rocking out here. Raiders for Life in the building. What's going on? Appreciate you. Cool Kev. Say what's up to you. What's going on? AMC in the building. What's going on? Max isn't happy. We could talk about that kind of towards the tail end. We're going to definitely look at this game film. It's not going to take long. We'll have enough time for a little bit of Q&A afterwards. Dave, what's going on in the building as well? Jake in the building. What's going on? Appreciate you rocking with us. Let's see. Oh, we got Laker Nation in the building. Good seeing you, man.
I always got to give him his credit, man. He said Geno was ass before the season started. He was like, we need to go Shador. Geno ain't it. Every time I see him, man, I'm going to give him his credit. Every time I see we start next season, I'm going to give him his props on that every time I see him.
Yeah. Hey, and man, a lot has not worked out with this goddamn offense, which is wild. What up, Dub? What's going on, man? Hey, Dub, let us know. I know that you told me you're probably not going to come in for any other games. Let me know if you're coming in this weekend, because me and Leo, we might try to find a spot and just on Saturday let people kind of come together, and we all try to link up, have a little bit of a get-together with the Raider Nation for the last home game. So let me know if you're coming in town for this KC game, because Saturday we might do something. So let me know. Let me know if you're rocking. Let's see. Jason, what's going on, brother? I want a kicker. First round, right? First round kicker. Man, that would be classic. That would be classic. House Junkies, what's going on, man? All right, appreciate everybody rocking in there again. One last time, double tap that screen. We definitely appreciate it. Oh shit! All right, Dub, you'll be there. Couldn't sell my tickets. I'm gonna send you some. Information. I'll send you some information, and we're gonna try to do last game of the season. Try to get everybody together on a Saturday. Have a little bit of fun. So I'll send you. I'll shoot you a message.
That's crazy. He couldn't sell his tickets, because all you hear about Raider fans is complaining about other people's fans in the building every week. Yeah. But why can't you sell your tickets, Dub? How come all those Raider fans is always complaining about the other team getting home field advantage? Yeah. Buy the tickets. Stop complaining on social media. Yeah.
All my Oakland people out there.
All the Oakland people that want to go back to the Coliseum because it was so great. Even though we know, I'm not going to go into that bag, but everybody's complaining. Everybody's complaining, man.
You guys got a generation of running back.
You guys have every opportunity to buy the tickets too.
You guys get to see Barry Sanders and Puka Nacua on the field at the same time. Who wouldn't want to see that?
Who Who wouldn't want to? Oh, don't forget Javon Curse. Don't forget.
Oh,
Yeah,
you,
don't
oh
forget, yeah,
yes,
the freak.
yes, the freak. Oh my God.
So real quick, what was crazy? I want to kind of bring this up. Maybe we'll touch on it right now. Obviously, we're talking about it before we get into the game film, but it was wild to see on social media. I think Joe Morley might have put it on his IG, just basically painting the stadium. And I don't know when it was. It could have been before the game, halftime, end of the game. I don't know. But it just looked like it was absolutely empty for that Giants game. And I went live. I walked around the tailgate, and the tailgate looked light as all hell. And so, look, we're not good at all. The Giants aren't good, so no one's flying from New York to come see the game, and KC ain't making the playoffs. And so they're basically in tank mode. They're sitting players on IR. And so I wouldn't be surprised if this week is just completely empty. Raider fans ain't going to show up. KC fans ain't going to travel for this one. And so, and what fills up our stadium is literally opposing teams' fans. And if the opposing teams' fans don't show up, that's why I said, I think it was last year when we played the Chargers. I think it might have been the last game when we played the Chargers last year. We know Chargers fans are few and far between, but because we weren't very good, that stadium was empty because only Raider fans showed up. No Charger fans were around to see it. And so if we suck and the team that we play, the team that we're playing sucks, I'm going to tell you right now, like, it's just going to be an empty stadium. That's why for me, if I'm going to try to go into the stadium, I'm going to try to go into the game. Tickets right now are straight up like Oakland days. I saw a ticket for $53. That's wild. That's Oakland. That's Oakland days.
That is Oakland days. That is Oakland days.
That's
Oakland.
Oakland
Go
days.
to the liquor store. I think I bought tickets from a liquor store and like some random yeah, selling Raider tickets.
Here goes some Hennessy. We'll slide you some Raider tickets.
I bought the beef jerky that used to keep me in a plastic. I bought some beef jerky.
Raider ticket came inside.
RC Cola and 2 tickets to the Raiders. But $15. $15.99.
And that's not too far of an exaggeration, because I'll tell you right now, I remember when I had to budget going to Raider games. I go to at least one game every single year, and for drinks, hotel, ticket, everything, gas to drive up to Oakland, I just needed about $300 in my pocket. That was about it.
Oh yeah, you was good. You had money left over when you came back.
I stayed at the La Quinta. 100%. I stayed at the La Quinta. Walked to the stadium. He was good.
Yeah. So, but yeah, basically $53. My thing is, I'm just going to get into the stadium, and then right where the torch is just a long area where you could just stand and watch the game. I'm just going to chill out by the torch, just hang out. I could care less. My seat's up in the nosebleed. I'll just be around the torch hanging out. So shout out to anybody that's going to the game. If you guys are going to be around, we're going to do something on Saturday. I'll keep you updated on probably Instagram on all the updates. And so, yeah, tap in. It'll be fun. But we'll see how the crowd is, because damn it. It was bad. It was bad last week. Now, man, real quick, you're saying I lived 3 hours from the Panther Stadium. Wife's team, we went to the regular season game there last year, and the tickets were walking $17. Jesus Christ, man, that's crazy. That's like nosebleed Oakland days.
Now you can't buy a ticket.
Yeah, right. Jesus, man, that's crazy.
Tedero McMillan over there.
You're right.
That's
T-Mac.
y'all's guy.
Bryce is doing his thing. Bryce is doing his thing this year. And Rico Dowdle. Oh, Tedero McMillan and Rico Dowdle. Who brought those 2 names up to be on the Raiders?
That was my free agent running back.
People on this chat? Okay.
That was my free agent running back, Rico Dowdle. That's what I wanted to pick up. And T-Mac was in that conversation. It was going to be fun times. It would be fun times. But don't worry about what Hot Dog Water says. Okay. All right. We're moving on. Kevin Lurker in the building. What's going on, man? Everybody else, appreciate you.
Would have been a perfect segue to that commercial, man. After you said that. I can't believe I saw that. Maybe I'm just because I'm late, but I'm like, wow. Thought about you, 805. Thought about you, man.
I saw literally you sent it, and I saw it a couple days prior, and I was like, man, I was hoping nobody would see that shit.
Hoping that don't get out.
I didn't see it till Chris sent it, and now I see it like almost every right there now. Every time I watch the football game, I see it. Yeah,
man. That's good shit. All right, so let's do this, guys. Again, we're going to kind of go through this game film. It's not going to take very long. There's some sequence of plays we're going to rip through, just kind of showcase some players. Again, it's all about Who do we want to potentially prioritize going the offseason? We have a ton of players that are going to be released into free agency, and who do we want to prioritize and bring back and not have so many needs going into free agency as well as the draft. And so that's why we do it. There's also a couple things on offense that I saw that I definitely want to showcase because we got a run game coordinator / offensive line coach that we've had a lot of question marks about. And I think there's another massive one that it just frustrates the absolute crap out of me when I watch this game film with our run game. And then in addition to that, Charles Grant getting some burn. We're going to watch that as well.
Yeah. And somebody was released from the asylum early. Somebody got out the asylum.
Yeah.
Out on the field.
Yeah. Mike was balling.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dub. That's sad to hear. Contemplating getting rid of the season tickets.
Don't do it. Don't do it. We need War Room 2.0 for the opener, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, man. That's big point, Doug. Because in 15 years, when the Raiders are good, them tickets gonna be worth something.
Man. Oh, God, that'd be brutal. Hey, Dub, hey, you do you, man. I get it. Like it's tough trying to, sell the season tickets and kind of manage that. And obviously with how bad we are, it'll be tough. But hey, hold on.
Maybe an Oakland fan will buy them from you.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, but they're now actually Oakland prices. So you never know.
Exactly. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Jesus, brutal. All right, let's get into it. Remember, we go defense to offense. We're going to go defense first, and we're going to jump over to offense. If you guys have any comment, suggestion, disagreement, whatever it may be, to the play, hit the hashtag Raiders. It'll catch my eye. We'll bring it up, man. Dub, $1,800 a year. God damn, bro. You got great seats though. You do have really good seats. Love the seats, but man, $8,500 a year. That is wild for 4 seats, I believe.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. But we appreciate you, big dog. 100%, guys. Make sure you guys go over to Dub Raiders channel. Show some love. Check him out for sure. And then Dub, I'm gonna hit you up with some info for this weekend. We're gonna have a little bit of a good time. So, all right, let's get into it. Remember, hit the hashtag Raiders if you got a comment, what have you. We're gonna look at a little bit of Kuntz. We're gonna see what Kuntz does next week, but it looks like Kuntz is just kind of getting a little bit of what we saw end of 2023 back a little bit. We've seen flashes the last couple of weeks. This week, man, just the quickness I think is coming back. The way that he rushed the passer end of 2023 might be coming back. He's down here at the bottom of the screen. We're just gonna run this thing through. Doesn't get the sack. Dips underneath. Nice. Just a better move by Jackson Dart, but man, he got there. A little bit of Tonka.
Oh, that's what Tonka
action as well,
up, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Tonka cleaned that. I remember that play.
Just got Kuntz here. Great, just freeze moves, stall him out, bang, dip underneath. But just Jackson Dart's a mobile quarterback. It's tough.
Yeah, that's a nice move. All right, if he didn't slip though, he was about to cook Tonka.
Yeah, exactly.
Tonka dirt.
So we're going to kind of roll through these. I'll make sure. Okay. So we got Kuntz at the top of the screen. Again, him getting there. Jackson Dart was able to get rid of the football. But, man, if Jackson Dart did, I mean, it was without question a sack. Kind of just dips underneath, gets there. He's got him. Dart gets the ball out just at the last second. But just to kind of see him, that's the third time this game that he was able to get to Jackson Dart, at least get close enough to a sack. And a lot of people say it takes really a full season of play to kind of recover from those ACL injuries. And so good to see him kind of wake up a little bit. Oh, we see Myra in here. We doing New Orleans next year? Oh, here we go. Myra, let me know if you're going to come into town for the last home game. I don't know if you are. I'm just asking. Let me know if you're coming for the last home game this weekend. But New Orleans will be wild. I know the wife won't. I know the wife won't let me go to that one. That's trouble.
Well, hopefully Myra and her crew don't kick us off out of the yacht party this year in New Orleans.
Oh no!
This was before I knew her though. This was before I knew her. They kicked us off, man. Me and my boy Jose, but it's okay. It's okay.
They booted you. They booted you. Oh, dang.
Yeah,
we was wilding, Chris. No, we
snuck in. We snuck in. We snuck in. It was an all-white party. Everyone had white on. Of course, I had black.
My God.
I had the 805 special, you know.
Of course you did. Of course
They
you
were
did.
serving steak in there and all kinds of stuff, man. It was all good. I tried. They booted me.
Chris saw steak and risked it all. He's like, I don't care if I'm wearing black.
Like, what?
I'm like, we already in the middle of the river, man. So we can't go back. So I'm in here. Let's get it.
God, they left the dock and everything.
Too
Hey,
late. I'm in here.
Lucky you didn't see a hat toss.
Right.
A hat toss.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's funny. That's good. That's good stuff. All right, a couple. Again, I've kind of showcased it, and I will say there was one player, Atlanta Roberts, really had a bad missed tackle. But the mass majority of Atlanta Roberts play. Again, if we want to bring back one linebacker in order to just basically hold that position, bring in an additional linebacker. I know a lot of people have talked about Devin White. The only thing I'll say about Devin White is he is just such a liability in pass coverage. It is bad. And so Jackson Dart this entire game just went at him in the passing game and it just exposed him. But on the run, Devin White, there's a reason why he has the most tackles, or I think he has the second most tackles in the National Football League, right? He may miss some here and there, but man, he definitely gets there. He's definitely a little bit of ball hawk, but because of his liability and pass coverage, if I were to prioritize one of these two right here at the linebacker position, I'm gonna go with Atlanta Roberts to have a true just tone setter, downhill type of run stopper. But you got Atlanta Roberts, basically him scraping down, making the play. The next play, I got another one from Atlanta Roberts, him just navigating through, getting downhill, making the play. We kind of seen this all season long with Atlanta Roberts right here, bypassing the blocker.
Damn, Van Roten did my boy Devin kind of nasty on that play.
I saw that one.
Van Roten did Devin like his barber did him.
Yeah,
pushed him.
Did he
push him all the way back? Pushed him all the way.
Oh man,
yeah, you got to hold him on that one.
I like Van Roten, man. Van Roten,
me too, man. Me too.
He's just
I like him.
a dirty, dirty
I like
dog,
him, man.
If
nothing else, he at least gonna be aggressive. He might hit the wrong guy. He might have the wrong assignment, but he gonna take you to the ground. You know it's the wrong block.
Exactly.
All right, you got Atlanta Roberts here one more time. Look, I think I have another one with him. No, this is the one. Sorry. To be able to just kind of come downhill, fill, take on the lead blocker, a lineman. Atlanta Roberts, he's only 5'10", 5'11". To take on a 320-plus pound offensive lineman, basically still keep your eyes tracked into the backfield, find that runner, and make the tackle at the same time. Again, it's just a good tone setter, good downhill linebacker. That's
a hell of a play right there.
Bring him back on a team-friendly contract. He's an older linebacker. I don't think he's gonna want another big contract. That's a linebacker play right there. I love seeing it.
Let's see what Tyree did. I ain't seen Tyree.
There we go.
Let's see this. Oh.
Okay. Let me take a step back. Okay. As we run this through, Tyree actually probably had the best game he has had as a Raider this game. I'll be dead honest. He was very undisciplined sometimes. The RPOs got him, or I'm sorry, like the run option got him. But he made some plays. And if we were doing this Wednesday, had a little more time, I would have showcased him a little bit. But I'll give him his credit. He actually had a decent game. He probably had about 4 plays that I could have clipped. Say it again?
Yeah. I think he had like 5 tackles. I think 3 solo, 5 o'clock, right? Something like that. So I was like, all right.
Yeah. No, it wasn't bad. And it wasn't just all unblocked. He actually was, fighting down the line of scrimmage. He was actually getting to the opposite end of the field.
I gotta see it because
yeah, it was there. I'm not gonna, look, we give credit when credit is due.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, LS, appreciate you being here. I'm emotionally distancing myself from this team this week. Hey, let's just get that number one. Let's just get that number one, big dog. I appreciate you popping in here with us.
Yep.
All right, look, we're we're going to talk a little bit about just the struggles with this defense. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but right here, we're just very undisciplined on defense as a whole. It's a pitch down to the field side. They're setting up on the right hash. It's going to pitch down to the left to the field side. Everybody just over pursues. As a defense, you have to understand where your help is. You got to know, are you working outside in? Are you working inside out? And the thing is, everybody decided to work outside in. When that happens, cut back lane, wide open. You just look at the Atlanta Roberts. You got Darren Porter off the edge, even Kuntz. Everybody decides to work outside in.
Oh,
we're going to go after it one more time. I mean, just everybody just worked outside in. You need inside pursuit. Atlanta Roberts, you got to work inside out. Everybody just over pursues. Just undisciplined.
Yeah, I was
so bad. Got to know where your help is. I got to know where your pursuit angle needs to be based on where your help is, and everybody just overruns it.
My man Van Roten tried to kill Devin White.
He tried to do him dirty. I was watching.
Devin White ain't want no parts of Van Roten. Oh man,
I'm trying to watch Tyree, and all I see is Van Roten launching himself like a missile.
he doing a JPJ out there.
Man,
hey, got the job done. Done.
He did.
Bring
him back. Bring Van Roten back, man.
I really liked Van Roten when we had him, and I was pissed off we were moving on from him because we still had so many O-line issues. And I'm like, man, bring him back. He was again just technically sound.
Yeah.
And this was what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, because he's been with the Giants 2 years, I think. Yeah.
And so you imagine Van Roten doing well now. Imagine him 3 years ago, 3 years younger. Man, he was good. I was
good enough, and at least he was physical. So, like, imagine him and JPJ, like him kind of mentoring him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, keeping JPJ in center, of course, is what we all would want. But
Van Roten we playing center.
No one. Van Roten, you never played center before? Get in there.
Perfect. This is what we want. It means you don't have any bad habits. We'll teach you.
Exactly, right?
Brennan, get over here.
One thing I definitely want to say, because when we went live on Sunday, someone mentioned, did you see Geno tripping over himself, twice last game, trying to get to the handoff? And I didn't. I noticed it, but didn't pay too much attention. And when I was breaking down the game film, when I was watching it, that's one of the issues. Putting someone at center that's never played center before.
Yeah.
Your footwork is completely different, and you can see Kappa. He always takes a big step back before he engages. And when you do that, you run the risk of stepping on your quarterback if he's under center. Depending on how his quarterback, like quarterbacks when they're under center, they like to stagger their stance a little bit. But either way, as a center, you can't take a big back step before you engage because you run the risk of stepping on your quarterback's feet if they're under center. And that's what I noticed. Both times that Geno actually stumbled back to get the handoff, Kappa stepped on him. And we've seen it a couple times now in the season. So Kappa, never playing center before, now just doesn't understand the footwork to play center. And another reason why you screwed up by putting Kappa at center. It's just a dumb decision. So, good times. So, just two other examples. We've been showing it all season long why cover 3 in certain situations just does not work. It's stupid. It's stupid to run it as a base defense so that you basically have a quad set over here because you have a tight end offset to the trip side. It's a 3x1. The single receiver on the backside is tight, and so they're basically just going to flood this near side zone. And it's wide open, especially when you run it on early downs, first down, second down, where everybody has to stay true to their zone. You can see the corners drop. Everybody's going to get to their zone. You got a single high safety at the top. You don't see them, but basically they're going to flood everything. They bring everybody over. They're going to flood. You hold this flat defender down the line of scrimmage. You run off the deep corner. He's got to get the deep third from the numbers of the sideline, and you just flood somebody right on top of this flat defender. You hold, him here, and it's all day. I'll run through one more time so we can see it in real time. Again, just a quad look. You flood it to the near sideline.
Yeah,
it's an easy read.
Easy, yeah.
All day long. Again, you want to run it on first and 10. It's just an easy read for a quarterback. One more time. Another example. This is first and 10. It's cover 3 versus a flood concept. We'll just run it all the way through. To the other side of the field, wide open.
He was whooping our ass all game long.
It's.
Oh man,
I mean,
he was.
Darren Porter will bail. You'll have a flat defender, which is basically Devin White. He's got to reach over. You clear out the corner. You're gonna have, I think it's Wando Robinson over here that just enters that mid tier. Yeah. You hold. I mean, Devin White. He's got to know this is kind of a little more on Devin White. Devin White. There's no one in the flat, so he's just got to get depth. He's got to get depth. Don't worry about this. This is basically pass the responsibility down to Jamal Adams. But no one's here, man. Get depth. See the crosser coming. Get depth. But because you're basically sitting in a cover 3, he's wide open. Yeah. On first and 10, I can't stand it as a base defense. We'll run all the way one more time all the way through, and then I'll go to the next play.
He out there flexing on people too. It's like, my God.
I can't. It's tough. It's tough to watch.
Can't even tap it, man.
Another reason why Pete Carroll's got to be gone. And this is how simple offense can be. And I just want to showcase this for just an example. But Jason, I see you. Is this a phone-in show? No, it's not, man. It's not, but man, give me your feedback. Give me your feedback. But also, I think you guys go live on Tuesdays as well, man. I'll tap in. If you do have feedback on something, man, let me know. Talk about it for sure, man. Phil Chris in the bill. What's going on, man? I'm going to hit you up. I think we're going to do something this Saturday for the last home game, man. I'm going to hit you up. Appreciate you popping in here. John in the building as well. Appreciate you rocking with us. Remember, guys, do us a favor. Hit that hashtag Raiders. If you have a comment, something to this play, a question, some feedback, man, let me know. So you can't see down here a little bit, but this is a simple 2x2 close set. You got 2 receivers down here, 2 receivers at the top of the screen. 82 is going to motion inside a little bit, but Jackson Dart automatically knows that this is zone.
Yeah.
But football is really a numbers game. All right, so I'm going to kind of play it. I'm going to pause it. Football really is a numbers game. Okay, you have instantly a setup where you can just run basically ISO dive right down here, but they're outnumbered. They're outnumbered at the point of attack. You got 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, you're outnumbered here, but it's a very easy read for Jackson Dart. He's already going to look at it. He sees Jamal Adams is splitting the difference between the number 2 receiver, the slot receiver, and the tackle. So he's splitting the difference. You got the corner playing off a little bit. This is a very simple flash play action. So Jackson Dart's going to flash the play action, which is going to freeze Jamal Adams just for that split second. Get this bubble screen out here. You got a one-on-one block. And now, as long as you can win this block, you're going to get positive yards. But you're outnumbered down here. A flash play action, freeze Jamal Adams, hit this bubble. It's just a numbers game. Good 6-7 yard game, and now you're ahead of the sticks. You know, this is how simple and sometimes football is just a numbers game. I just want to showcase that.
Porter be a little more physical there.
Kids out there.
Yeah. Porter struggled tackling this game. I've noticed he likes to lay down in front of guys.
Actually, you know what, Porter? You did the right thing, man. You
my God. Right. Can't be saying that with LS in the building, man. You know?
Oh, yeah. Am I in the building?
Man, my
bad. My bad. Take it back. Let me rewind. Maybe we shouldn't do this live anymore.
Oh my God!
I can edit my shit.
But this is why I try to tell people, like, a lot of people were hung up about us doing, like, not running shotgun and there are like all the play action isn't as effective out of shotgun as it is out of when the quarterback is under center, and like you got to realize like there are give and takes with running it both ways. Can you disguise the ball a little bit better? Is the run action maybe a little bit more convincing if you're from under center? Yes, but you also lose the ability to make quick throws when you run it from under center. So, and then your quarterback has to make a pre-snap read, fake the handoff, and then turn and make a post-snap read. Like right there, all Jackson has to do is do the ball fake. He's making the post-snap read while he's faking the handoff. So then he can hit a quick throw. You can't do that if you're running that from under center. That's why I said people always, why don't you run it from under center? Like there's give and takes running it both ways.
100% agree. And I love that quick little play action. You're already out leveraged because he's splitting the difference. He just freezes it enough with that bubble motion. You're completely out leveraged at the point of attack. And now he's in a chase mode as opposed to pursue and be able to make a play at the line of scrimmage. Pigs, you're saying IPM has been very inconsistent. I suspect he bounces back next season. He's on a 1-year contract, so we may not bring him back. I think he's on a 1-year prove-it deal. And so he may bounce back next season, but it's disappointing given he was trending up. Chris, any thoughts on that?
We only got him. It was only 1 year?
I believe it is. I'm almost positive it is. Okay. I can check.
Yeah, maybe.
But what's your thoughts on IPM?
Yeah, to be honest, again, and I know LS kind of said in the chat, like everyone's kind of regressed this season. So yeah, man. My
bad. I correct myself. It is my bad. It's a 2-year deal.
Okay, I was about to say I thought it was a couple years, but honestly, I think just the way this defense has been, we're changing our scheme. Everyone knows, this really isn't, what Patrick Graham likes to do. So, where we're not using him in the best way, but then he also just hasn't been playing well. That's all there is to it. So, I think someone like him, he's going to have to compete just like anyone else. We can definitely upgrade at the safety positions. I know, especially what's the name, Lonnie Johnson. He can go sit back on the couch. That dude, man, that dude is buns, cinnamon buns, man. He is a turkey burger. That dude is no good, man.
It's a turkey burger.
He said turkey burger. That's what turkey burger just as bad as a veggie patty.
Oh my goodness.
Severe, any thoughts on Isaiah?
Yeah, man, he's been a liability. But like you said, our safety play has been very questionable.
Yeah, all of them
all year. Him and Jeremy Chan, they're both on a 2-year deal. So there's a very good possibility we see both of them back next year. If we're gonna do that though, we should really invest in a true post safety. Because I don't think Isaiah, of all the people we have, IPM is probably the best to do it. Because of his athleticism, because of his range. But like that's not what he's cut out for. So we need to get a real one if we're gonna keep Isaiah Palomar around.
Yeah, and the thing that I hate is if we can bring in a different defensive scheme, then maybe it could help Isaiah Palomar become more consistent. We've just showcased it 2 times where we're just running cover 3 as a base defense, which just exposes everybody in certain situations. And if we could bring in a better defensive scheme, it could help everybody on this defense, to be honest with you. And so that's why I think it's another reason. We got to move on from Pete Carroll and get rid of this cover 3 crap as a base defense. You could use it in situational, but as a base, got to get rid of it. And Jason's saying if Porter reads the pre-snap, he should walk up inside shade and see if the outside receiver will adjust. When you say walk up, go inside shade and see if the outside receiver would adjust, are you saying adjust pre-snap? Because he's basically set. He's not going to be able to motion, especially given the fact that 82 motions in. All right, you can't obviously have 2 guys in motion at the same time. Not sure how, but the hard part is they're sitting in zone. So the tough part is what's Porter's responsibility? Does he have that deep? Does he have that deep? That deep zone. You got Lonnie Johnson already kind of set up inside, so he's probably dropping middle. So I think Darian Porter, even at the snap, he's probably going to have to bail out a little bit to make sure that he doesn't get beat out on top. So I don't know if I'd want him to walk up in that type of situation, knowing that it's zone. If it's man, which if it was man, then you'd have Jamal Adams line up more pressed up on and stacked on top of the slot guy. Then Darren Porter could walk up on him and press him up if it was man coverage. I just don't know what his responsibility is in zone. Again, I think he's got the deep to his sideline, and if so, I think he's got to stay back, and hope that Jamal Adams does his job and gets there quickly. So, that's just my opinion. But Jason, I appreciate the feedback. Jack Ken in the building. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you rocking with us. Let's see. Okay, let's go next one. These next couple, all right, you're going to see a little bit of JJ Pegues. All right, see just kind of how he does. But again, another guy that we've been saying that I think needs to have an opportunity to come back and be a competition piece, rotational piece, because you see him flash every single game on the defensive line is Jonah Laulu. And so these next kind of sequence of plays after this, we're going to jump over the offense. We got Laulu right here. Nice little spin off the double team. He gets double team, spins off, and still
was
able to make the play.
Is that Javon in there making a play too? All right. Was that baby Curse?
Oh, well, he's unblocked. He's unblocked though. He's unblocked.
Never mind.
That was the unblocked one. That was the unblocked one.
He still kind of shuffled.
That was one of the 4 plays that 805 was talking about.
But he got there. Hey, he got downhill. He got there. All right, guys. Good stuff. Stop talking trash about the future Hall of Famer. But again, John Laulu good doubled. He gets double teamed, maintains his gap integrity, but then he keeps his eyes on the backfield, sees that the running back commits outside, spins outside to still basically maintain the gap and makes the play.
That was nice.
Is that Greedy Vance? That 32 Greedy Vance?
Greedy Vance 41. 32 is Lonnie Johnson.
That's Lonnie. That's old Lonnie.
That's Lonnie.
Old man Lonnie.
He's trying to get a piece, kind of, sometimes.
All right, I like that. All right, give me that roll of coffee. All right.
I'm throwing somebody off.
You better do me like that.
But you know what? Okay, so now apparently we're getting on our last play on defense. Did you not get Tommy Ami's play?
Oh, I got him on special teams.
Well, didn't he have a play on defense?
He had one tackle, but it was on a pass play. But he had.
I remember seeing it and I called it out.
He had he had a big hit on special teams. I got it.
Okay, I thought he had one on defense. As
he the one that cost us the touchdown, too.
Yeah, but even
old ass Pete Carroll called him out like usually times better.
MG's hit the hashtag races. What about Porter? Look, I think he's just gonna be a developmental kid. We got to see just how he does in the offseason. Shout out to Chris. A lot of people were off on Jacorian Bennett that first year, and Chris had the confidence, and Jacorian Bennett, before the injury, started to shine. So I think with corners, sometimes they just need an offseason to develop, and we'll see how he works out next season. But he's shown flashes that he can be a decent corner. He's shown flashes.
Yeah, I'm not giving up on him.
Chris, go for
it.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm not giving up on Porter. I mean, I think he, again, when we drafted him, we knew he was going to be a project. So we got to make sure we hit a home run on the defensive coordinator and our position coaches. Someone that can really help develop him. But I think he has a shot. I'm not going to say that he's for sure going to be, but he has a shot.
Yeah. Severe. Any thoughts on just Porter in his development?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the perfect post right there. He's raw, but you see some of the flashes. You see the wingspan, the height, the speed come into play. He's able to, I think he made a nice play. I think it was this game. He made a nice play in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he
pass
did.
Away. So
he did.
You see the flashes there. He's a guy that hasn't had a lot of time on task in terms of playing corner, which it would have been nice to see him a little bit earlier in the year so he can develop a little bit more. especially
we had
when
Caillou though. We had
the
Caillou.
season-
Relax. Relax. We had Caillou.
Obviously.
Calm down.
We'll pump the brakes.
Pump
Severe.
the
I was
brakes.
gonna play
We had
over Caillou,
Caillou.
right? No, my bad. But the thing that's rough is that I don't know if Porter is a man corner. So if we go to somebody that likes to play more man, like that's gonna be could this be Nnamdi Asamoah in Philly? Like not that he's Nnamdi now, but but the reverse, where Nnamdi was an all man corner, you put him in the zone, or D'Angelo Hall. D'Angelo, that's a better one. D'Angelo Hall with us, where he was out there. My guy, it was Eddie Royal out there impregnated.
Had a clear day. Had a clear day.
Impregnated. Like, my God, what are you doing to this man on live television? So, it could be a situation like that. And you do something like that to a young guy that's, still kind of, in his formative years in that position, that could wreck his confidence. And so, you can't, make your coaching decision based on a mid-round cornerback that's already like 25 years old. Like, you just got to pick the best coach. And this is why we don't have any depth on this team, because we keep doing stuff like this, switching schemes, and guys that fit in previous schemes don't fit in new schemes. And then we've wasted entire draft classes because of that.
I'm with you. That's why I've said it quite a bit this season where it's tough. Like, as much as I do have my issues with Patrick Graham, and I think Patrick Graham definitely has some flaws to him, he's gone through so many regimes and different head coaches that want to put their own stamp, and you see what's happening this year. It's severe to your point, right? Like, you can't develop depth in your own defensive scheme when it continuously changes year over year over year over year. And it's like, again, I got my issues with Patrick Graham, but at the same time, he's been dealt a shitty hand as well, I think. So there's a good chance. There's a really good possibility he's gone no matter what happens at the end of the season. So, for a lot of reasons.
Patrick Graham?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's out. He probably don't want to stay. All the craziness he didn't seen. But going back to Porter though, one thing I will say, like, he is raw. He is a project, but at least I feel better about him than what I did about DeCamerion. You know what I'm saying? Like, after that first year, DeCamerion, I was cool. Like, I knew, like,
Quentin Johnson did it for you.
Yeah, exactly. Is that the Quentin Johnson? Yeah. At least with Porter, I can still see, him with the right coaching. He could be okay. But again, he's raw. He's not going to be a CB1 anytime soon. But if we can, get him in the year 3 or so up and going, then I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, and Cole Kev, you're saying Graham elected to come back. He did, but I don't know if he heard the rumors of them wanting Robert Saleh instead and willing to pay him the most money of a coordinator in NFL history. So I don't know if he knew of those rumors or that objective in the offseason. So I think it is time for him to potentially move on for sure. You got your guy, right? It's Chris. Is this your cousin?
No. That's
okay.
But shout out to Youngstown though. I always gotta.
Okay, I thought
the Youngstown though.
All right, cool. I remember. Whenever we see him, I see Youngstown. I thought it was the.
My boys will come in every now and then, repping the yo.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you popping in here.
Shout out to Refugee Road, to Crystal.
That's Columbus, not Youngstown. Youngstown, the sharing line. Shout out to the sharing line.
What up, Socktown, man? Appreciate you popping in here, man. Appreciate you, brother. Okay, look at John Laulu on this one, man. Taking a page. We've seen the spin. He's got multiple moves in his bag. So he's right here. He's got a nice little swing move action going on. Takes on the pulling blocker, which frees up Devin White. I mean, in order for him to get in the backfield and make that disruption, that's what you want to see by the interior defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily make the play, but at the end of the day, he's able to actually make enough disruption to free up linebackers, get in that backfield, take on that lead blocker. You take up 2 offensive linemen. I'll bring him in on a rotational piece and competition.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Can you run that back from the end zone view?
Yep.
Well, so what is Landon signaling right here to the guys behind him? See, he does that?
Yeah, point that way. Yep.
Let me go to Sky View. Hold on. Because he's talking to the safety.
Yeah, it's like run.
Exactly.
I don't know what.
This is Lonnie Johnson that's late getting up.
Lonnie's still on the couch. I'm telling you, man.
My only guess is that he's signaling to the safety. I don't know what the signal is, to be honest, based on what I'm seeing here. Chad, let us know if you have an idea. I mean, typically you might see, because obviously with the Landon, he's obviously going to be keyed on the running back. So maybe he's signaling if running back goes that way, or he's thinking, pitch or run that way, and he's just trying to signal it. Possibly. But yeah, not too sure.
I thought he maybe is signaling in, like, they can get a little more aggressive on that side because he was going to cover the other side. But, Lonnie Johnson's still running. It seemed like Ronnie Johnson running from the side. He running from the sideline. Like, he running like he wasn't in the game.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because the Landon didn't. It's not like a Landon attacked that side at all.
Yeah,
so, exactly.
And in fact, he was more, conservative, if anything. Like, he was staying home.
And usually he's a guy that gets downhill pretty quickly.
So one thing I will say is they ran a lot of read option.
I'm about to say speed. Yep, their read option.
And so he might have been signaling that if Dart fakes this and takes it, either he has the quarterback, somebody has the quarterback. Yeah, that might be it.
Because honestly, if you watch him, like he kind of, you could tell he's kind of watching Dart.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, because they ran a lot of read option with Jackson Dart, and he took off a couple times.
Oh, he did. For 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's wild. All right, two more for Laulu. All right, you got Jonah right here. Again, I think JJ Pegues kind of gets involved as well, but obviously down near the goal line, you want to see just kind of the mentality of players. You got Laulu down here. I got the end zone view as well. Maintains his gap and makes the play. He's right here. You got JJ Pegues that kind of takes on the double team as well.
I like how Tommy came down.
This dude Tyree, bro. Where Tommy at?
Look, Tommy came down to go on the block.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah.
Okay,
he did. Where's Coach at? Where's he at? Where's John in the building?
I like that. He get attacked. Tyree, though, he got the slowest. He has to be the slowest reactor in the history of football. Like, this dude is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't believe we drafted that guy. I'm like,
over Jalen Carter.
We did. Yeah. We sure did.
And what's his name?
Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
Gardner White.
Yeah,
that's the guy I wanted. God, yeah, I was so pissed about the Tyree pick, but yeah, and I wasn't initially until I actually went because he wasn't on my radar. I didn't even do research on Tyree because we had Chandler Jones, we had Maxx. So I was like, we're not gonna get an edge. And then when we drafted him, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so I went to my research, started looking at his game film. The more and more I watched, the more pissed off I got.
Yeah.
All right, one more time. This is the very next play. You got Laulu right here. With him just be able to kind of just maintain, get down line of scrimmage, and he makes a play. So kind of back-to-back plays on the goal line. I got the end zone view. He's right here on the right-hand side. He's able to work his way down line of scrimmage.
What is he doing? Why is he just standing there?
You talking about Tyree?
There. Everybody else is moving. Yes. Everybody else is moving. He's just standing there. Like, they hit him first.
Keep in mind the 805 said this is Tyree's best game as a pro.
So he had 4. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. So check this out though. I don't know if you guys can see it. I got a bunch of notes. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hard to see it. No. Yeah, right there. Okay, see right there. Right there. Okay. I actually wrote the timestamps just in case I had to go back.
Okay. Just in case I don't have dyslexia. I can't see it.
So I time stamped it because I saw one. Like, I'll write it down just in case I got to go back. If he puts a little bit more together, maybe I'll go back and clip the plays. And I got to 4. I was like, oh shit! All right. Tyree's actually
that's good for him. I mean, that is good. That is good.
That's great for him.
It is.
4 good plays in one game. That is great.
I've seen that at Tyree.
4 good plays. That is great.
Than I've seen that at Tyree, and that's that's excellent. That's excellent. Tyree in one game. Yeah, that's amazing.
It's amazing because I don't think he's had. I mean, maybe 5, but maybe he's had 5 good plays all season, and he can rack up 4 in one game. That's pretty damn good. All right, so I'll give him his credit. That's why I wanted to say it. I'll give him his credit.
I give him that.
I see Tommy Ami up there. I think Tommy Ami. What Tommy do?
Should we? Well, hold on. Let's do this. We're gonna jump over the offensive side. But before we do,
okay.
I didn't see Coach in here yet.
Our coach ain't in here.
Maybe we'll go back to it. But here's Tommy Eichenberg's big hit.
You had it. Okay.
I had it. I clipped it up. I was waiting for him.
Okay.
Now I do have the other one. There's
Coach done checked out so long ago. Coach was out after game 3.
Oh no, he
went before the season. Remember?
Yeah, I was about to say.
He said, "Don't even watch this season."
Coach was checked out. I see y'all in 2027.
All right, Tommy's basically on the right in the right guard position. He gets down here. It's a good hit, man.
Okay, Tommy.
Tommy's right here. He's right here. Everybody can see him.
Tommy might be fast. Oh, there we go.
There he is.
I don't think it's a mic.
All right, here we go.
I don't think it's a mic. All right, Coach. Here you go, big dog. Look.
Here we go. Here he comes.
Let's go.
Let's see your guy.
Let's go, Tommy. Let's go.
Missed him. No, he's right there.
Oh,
I'm going back.
I
got you, Coach. Don't worry.
Okay,
I got you, Coach.
I'm like, Tommy moving.
I see him.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I see him.
Boom. Yeah.
There you go, Tommy.
All right, Tommy.
I'll go one more time for him.
What was the score at that point?
Yeah, hold up. All right. So Tommy, if everybody can see it, he's down here at the bottom, right here.
Yeah, I see him.
All right, here we go. He comes flying. He's been doing good on special teams.
Ooh, I like that.
Look at that.
I like that, Tommy.
Yeah, I like that. All right, Tommy. I see.
There he is, right here.
Okay.
4 special teams.
That moving like that? So that was who's 5'9"?
4 special teams player. Yeah, that wasn't Tommy.
4 special teams player. We will give it for him. Yeah.
Who's 59? I mean, he was moving though. 59. Who's that?
Is that Runyon?
No, that's 59 is Lindenberg, our 7th rounder.
He's 55. Isn't Lindenberg 55?
Nah, he's he's Tommy Eichenberg's old number.
Yeah. God, who? 59.
I don't know.
59 used to be he's got to be like a practice squad guy.
What's his name?
No, Carter Runyon's 46.
I'm about to say he's moving though.
He was 59.
59.
Chat,
Who the hell is 59?
Somebody in the chat.
Yeah, chat. Who's 59?
Radigan.
Oh,
Radigan. That's the dude we picked up. That's the Radigan. Yeah, that's the guy we picked up recently, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where?
Well, Chris, don't you be pumping up Coach Jamba over there. Don't you be pumping him up.
My backer.
In the whole league?
The whole league. Oh, man, where's the flag? You already doing mock drafts? Well, we'll be doing ours. Don't you worry. So, hey, shout out to Tommy. He's doing good on special teams. All right, doing good on special teams. We did showcase a little bit of him doing some decent things on the defensive side. On defense, definitely have some of him very, very shaky on defense too. So don't get too excited, Coach. But got to give credit. Tommy is definitely showing out on special teams.
I hold them like the Epstein files. He hold them. He hold them bad Tommy plays.
I'm just redacting as much as I can.
He was going to drop a whole hour video of Tommy Eichenberg getting cooked.
Coach is yelling right now. I'm surprised it's not in all caps. Surprised it's not in all caps.
Yeah, Tommy gave us that touchdown though, Coach, to Deontay Banks. He was at fault for that one.
He was. I mean, he had it. So on that one, I watched it. He had a little bit of a pursuit angle, but it wasn't all on him. But
guys, we got to ask ourselves: was that a good play or a bad play in our situation?
Great play.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That was top tier.
That's understanding.
Yeah, we had just scored.
Assignment. Yeah,
we had just scored. People thought people thought we might be trying to make a comeback.
Yeah. Tommy said, I got this.
Hold my Starbucks coffee.
Shit.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Right.
All right, so let's do this. We're gonna jump over to the offensive side. Appreciate everybody rocking in here. Double tap that screen. We definitely appreciate. Hit that like button. Make sure you get over if you're there, or if not, get over there afterwards. Chris Textual Podcast to my left, depending on where you're viewing. You got the Severe Raider over the other side. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. Man, I appreciate everybody. We break down game film every Wednesday. In the off season, we are going to break down film of free agents as well as draft prospects. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. So,
everybody that's on X and Twitter, come over to YouTube. Check us out on YouTube, man. It helps our algorithm a little bit more, man. We appreciate you viewing us there on Twitter and X and all that. But if you could, at least come over to YouTube for a second, hit the like button, and you can go back to X if you want. But it really helps us more than you know.
And just heads up, I've seen some questions about drafts and who do we like and stuff. Wait till the end, and we're gonna take some questions and we're gonna chop it up with y'all. We're just gonna try to get through this game film real quick, so just hang out for that. And Jason, you're saying I've never seen a Raider crowd cheer for a pick six for the other team like I did. Bro, we went wild. I think it was Hondo Carpenter that posted something afterwards, and he said that he's never heard literally a Raider fan base cheer so loud for the team running back a pick six. Like it was just, and even like the kickoff return, he was just like, this is how bad this organization has become.
Yeah,
and there's no lie. Devalius, you're gonna make us watch Gina. Hey, just a couple, just couple of the interceptions, but that's about it. I don't even think I have all of them, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, all right, cool. Appreciate it, man. Hit that hashtag Raiders. If you guys have a comment, anything like that, let us know. Okay, we all know our run game is horrible. Our offensive line has not produced at all, but I'm just going to showcase it. We only got 2 more weeks to just kind of laugh and make fun of it. But DJ Glaze, I don't really know how to kind of digest his performance this season. We know that Brendan Carroll is a bad offensive line coach, and it's just is DJ Glaze regress this bad the entire offensive line just because of Brendan Carroll? I don't know, but you got DJ Glaze, you got Kappa, you also have good old Michael Mayer that they all just absolutely miss their blocks. It's ridiculous. So DJ Glaze, Kappa, Michael Merrill run through a couple times. You can watch DJ Glaze first. It's just bad.
That is like that. Yeah. Because you can't blame stuff like that on coaching. Just being an offensive lineman, there's certain things you know how to do, and you just got beat bad.
And so then we'll take a look at Kappa in that center.
Is that Burns over there? Burns been cooking everybody this season, though. Yeah, Burns been cooking everyone this season.
Dog.
Kappa tries to help with the double team.
Didn't he come out that draft that we got Farrell? He came out that draft too, didn't he?
Brian Burns. Ooh, was he that draft? Because he was Florida State, right? He went to Florida State, right? Brian Burns, yeah.
I think he may have been in that same draft.
He was skinny as all get out though.
No, he was.
He might have been.
Yeah, because
He might have been.
I think he was in that draft.
Went to Carolina, right?
Yeah, because he ran. I think he ran. He had a good combine, and he caught my eye because I was looking at him or Sweat. But I wanted Josh Allen, Hines, so that's what I really wanted.
Yeah. So I didn't want Sweat. I wanted to trade back, and I wanted Jeffrey Simmons because when people was talking about Sweat, I started watching highlights of Montez Sweat, I was like,
You
this
saw who this
motherfucker
other
making
dude?
plays because who this
The
DT
big
that's
boy.
just whipping everybody ass. I was like, oh, Jeffrey Simmons. Oh, this is the dude that's making everybody cook.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I want this dude. They was like, oh, he has major character concerns, so that's why he's gonna probably fall.
Yeah.
I was like, sounds like a Raider to me. Sounds like a Raider to me.
Sign him up. Watching Kappa tries to help with the double team, completely misses the linebacker coming to his left. And so tries to help double team, misses him. Horrible. Let's go look at Michael Mayer.
Why is he at center?
Michael Mayer motions down, tries to do the basically the split zone. So he's going to basically slice across. That's just what I called it when I called offense. He slices across to kick out this backside end. Let's see how he does. Pretty horrible.
Dexter Lawrence, first of all, Dexter Lawrence, the best interior defensive lineman in the league. They double teaming this dude. He beats both of them and still gets in the backfield.
Yeah. It's bad. So you watch DJ Glaze. We'll run through one more time. DJ Glaze, end zone view. Yeah. I mean, just the meeting in the backfield.
Yeah.
Kappa, double team, misses 58. Just everybody, like this entire offensive line is just.
Is Mafia in there?
Mafia's in there. Mafia was bad this game too.
Yeah, he was.
He's in there. Mafia was horrible. Oh my God, he was bad.
Yeah, and then the cut across the slice action, the split zone action by Mayer completely missed. Yeah. It's just
look like Mayer didn't want no smoke. To be honest with you,
nothing.
Look like Mayer was like,
I don't want to go back to Arkham.
I'm having a good game. I'm having a good game. I'm pass catching today, y'all.
Yeah. So this is Geno's interception. All right. So yes, we're going to show a little bit of Geno here. Look, I think what's tough is Geno. You motion outside, everybody slides down, so you know it's zone. How he doesn't see this linebacker, knowing that it's zone coverage, the linebacker is going to sit in this hook zone. And Geno's hoping that Trey Tucker might make him flip his hips. Maybe he continues to tray up the seam and Michael Mayer can come underneath it. I don't know. But Geno just doesn't see the linebacker sitting, and he obviously throws the interception. We know the outlook. But it's just...
Yeah. Because he was almost kind of flat-footed. Like, you knew he wasn't going to leave.
No. So it's just a horrible read by Geno. I don't have no clue why he would throw that ball knowing that you motioned everything out. I'll go back one more time. You motion this out to understand, are they in zone? Are they in man? You already can tell that they're in zone right now the way the defense is aligned. But when when Mayer motions out, everybody just slides.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. You're in zone. Fine.
Zone.
But
boom. Yeah, like he just passed him off. He passed him off and look right at Geno.
Yeah, was he expecting Mayer to cross his face a little bit better than that?
No, it's Mayer did fine. There's not a whole lot Mayer can do. The only thing Mayer could have done, but Geno threw it and led Mayer. Like the only thing that Mayer could do is if he sees this linebacker sitting and he's not going to trail Trey Tucker, then shut your route off.
Yeah,
sit
down.
It down.
Yeah.
But
because Geno's throwing to a spot. It looks like so it looks like he just wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, he just didn't. Yeah, it's a bad read.
He thought that guy was going to carry Trey, and he didn't.
And he probably has that scoop. Go ahead.
Now, but at the end of the day, I blame Genty for this. I don't even know why. I just do.
God damn it! We're only two plays into offense. It's already started. All right, we're also going to look at our rookie, Caleb Rogers. We got Charles Grant footage we're going to take a look at, so we're definitely going to rock out and watch him. But you got Caleb Rogers, man. Unfortunately, Caleb Rogers about 80% of the game. He had a rough time. And so, but he's going against Dexter Lawrence sometimes. I don't know who the other D tackle was, 91. But he just get bull rushed on this one. This is tough. You got Caleb Rogers, right guard. He kind of just gets bull rushed. he's got to be able to anchor.
Oh yeah, that was
better than that.
yeah.
Yeah, Sexy Dexy.
I think it's 91.
Okay, but say Sexy. They call him Sexy Dexy. I think. In New York.
Oh yeah.
It could have been. I think it was 91, but I got the end zone view. Yeah, 91.
Oh, it was 90. It's 91.
I mean, it's bad.
Dexter Lawrence was in the draft.
He got done like that a few times though.
It's been a few times.
Yeah, he got
like, God damn. I mean, we've seen it a few times, and it's tough. This is something. And look, we need to really, again, is it O-line coach? Is he just not developing well? I have no clue. Do we want to run the risk and, not address the guard position?
oh my God. Oh,
because you got JPJ on one side.
No, that JPJ better go back to center.
I'm just saying, it's trying to figure out how do we address this offensive line going into the offseason. Just seeing this action, I mean, look, he can improve. Hopefully he just works on his technique in the offseason. But I think the one thing they take into consideration is the fact that he was a trade back, and he was one of the picks. Him and Charles Grant were the last picks of the third round. So essentially they were a fourth round, beginning of the fourth round pick, because you traded back. And so I'm sitting there going, God, do you sit him for one more year? You get a starter in there and you have him as a backup, and hopefully he can be a viable starter, not next season, but the season after. It's just so hard to determine where the problem really is.
They got to prove it. You got to get the best lineman available, whether it's free agency, whatever, man. You just have to build that line, man. Yeah, you have to build the line.
Yeah.
And my take, real quick, we're gonna look at Charles Grant too. Say it again, Severe.
There's no scholarships. I don't care where you was taken.
Yeah,
There's no scholarships.
exactly.
I don't care where you was taken. I don't care what regime drafted you. Hey, if we got to upgrade over you, bro, hey,
exactly.
We're gonna bring somebody in. If you want a job, you got to beat them out.
Exactly. Yep.
So, all right. Here's Geno again. This is his other interception. All right. Honestly, in my opinion, I think it's a bad interception by Geno, but it's a horrible play design. You got basically a three-man route. You got a receiver down at the bottom of the screen, which is Deontay Thornton. Can't see him, but you got two receivers at the top of the screen. I'll kind of pause it. The receiver jumps it. I'm sorry, the safety jumps it. And here's the hard part is I think Geno tries to look off the safety. He does a really good job. Watch his head. He's looking down here at Deontay Thornton. He's trying to move the safeties over, and then he's trying to open up this window on the backside to hit Tyler Lockett. But the problem is there's no route. It's a three-man route. There's no route to influence the safety at all to move him this way.
Right. Yeah, he only has that one. He only has Lockett to look at.
Yeah, so he's trying to look off the safeties to move the safeties over. But if you would have sent somebody up this seam, it would have moved the safeties over. And Geno tried to look it off. Safety had no one to honor in his zone. And the thing is that you're throwing backside. You're trying to hit him in this pocket where he's basically triple teamed. It's a horrible play design. And Geno, because he's looking the receiver off, trying to move the safeties, he's hoping that Lockett is going to find that opening, which he kind of did. But
the safety's already coming. Yeah. But go back to the actual formation. So they got all right. So
you got receiver down at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
You got Michael Mayer. Closed a closed 3-by-1, so he's at the tight end.
Did he even go out? Did he stayed in the block, didn't he?
Yeah.
Stayed in the block. Zamir stayed in the block too.
Yeah, I don't even think Zamir hit anybody, honestly. Yeah, that whole play. I mean, what the hell was Zamir doing?
Look, I got the end zone view. We'll look. But yeah, again,
By riding some horses.
Right.
he got to be right
Like,
here.
it's somebody.
No. So again, I think it's a bad play design. Gino tried to look the safety off. Safety had no one to commit to, and you got Tyler Lockett just locked up. Okay. So Genty didn't have much opportunity this game. Now, mind you, he finished off with 60 yards. There was the one long run that he had for, I want to say it was around 14, 15 yards, something like that. How long was it?
Yeah, he had a 14-yarder. He had a 14-yarder and he had a 24-yarder in garbage time.
So the 24-yarder was in garbage time, and it was just the entire defense was playing prevent at that point. And so you take away that 124-yarder, he's going to end with what, maybe 40 yards on the day, which is wild.
Yeah, 38 yards.
Yeah. So, but this is what is also
Meanwhile in Atlanta.
Oh God, don't even get me started. But, oh my bad, I just clicked on the same one. All right, here we go. This is back-to-back plays, and I've seen this a couple times now. I won't say a couple times. Actually, I've seen it quite a bit. They're trying to run either a split zone or inside zone, but the mesh point between Gino and Genty, it feels like they're actually trying to, like, the run action between quarterback and running back is more outside zone based. And Genty isn't able to kind of get, I don't know if Severe, I think we were breaking down game film a couple weeks ago. And at the mesh point, it's like Genty his shoulders are pointing way too out wide, whereas where his read point's supposed to be is the first D lineman past the play side guard. If the D lineman goes out, he goes in, but his shoulders need to be in position to be able to make the right cut. 2 times this game, if he would have been able to have his body in better position at the mesh point to have that cutback lane, we might have actually seen more positive yards. And so it's going to be a handoff here. I'm going to run it all the way through, and you see it more in the end zone view, but we'll run it all the way through. So it's handoff down here to the near side, to the field side. I'll run this back one more time. Antonio Mafi just gets his ass handed to him. Antonio Mafi is the left guard.
Yeah, he just discards him like
leftover
chilling.
Get off of me.
Stupid. But you got motion coming over, then you have a Runyon that's going to run that split zone. So he's going to slice through, and he's going to basically try to pick up this backside edge rusher, right? Everybody's going to run inside zone left. But watch how Genty's shoulders are facing at the mesh point when he gets the handoff, and watch where the cutback lane could be. And so I'm going to pause it. So he's already facing completely this way, right? And he's already looking to cut back.
Yeah.
Now, if I go back, he's reading 95. That's where Genty needs to read. An inside zone, if 95 stays to his gap or plays outside, you instantly take this thing vertical to the line of scrimmage, because then you're working for the cutback lane. Then your read continues to move down the line of scrimmage. If he goes out, Genty works in. If this D lineman, Dexter Lawrence, if he goes out, you work back in, then you find yourself the cutback lane. And so I'll pause it again. Genty's already trying to work upfield, but the thing is his shoulders have to be squared line of scrimmage, and you got to work to this line of scrimmage here. 95 went out. You need to be going back in, and his momentum carries him too far.
Yeah.
If he would have just got his shoulders square at the mesh point and got to the line of scrimmage, the cutback lane could be here. Now he'd be here. And you at least now have a chance at positive yards.
Yeah, he wouldn't be making that cut back so late.
Yeah.
No. He'd still stay in line on the inside zone, and he would be basically running right basically towards the center.
Boom. Yep.
And I think it's because the mesh point, his body is so out of position to make that, not just the cut, but just get his momentum in the right direction on the inside zone.
Yeah.
And this is the second one. it happens again. I'll run it all the way through. And our run game coordinator, Brendan Carroll, our offensive line coach, I don't know who's instructing what, right? And so I'll run it back one more time. You can see it. Then the end zone view is going to show it even better. But I'm going to tell you right now,
Why
see
you
this?
unblocked?
Yeah,
You left 57 unblocked.
Yeah.
I don't know, because you can say that this is kind of like a.
Yeah.
You can say this is kind of like a
like an
run
option. Yeah, it's like.
But they left him unblocked. They left
and him
unblocked.
That's what I'm saying. So like, Geno couldn't have kept it. Like, oh man.
But this is inside zone.
He ain't taking no hits for this team. He cool.
Unless it was going to be an option where it could have been a triple where he flipped it out
to Michael. Oh, know what? Yeah, if he keeps it, throws it to Michael Mayer, that's probably a touchdown.
Because now if that was Brock right there, and we had like that actually could have been all right. Actually, now looking at it,
yeah, I think if he keeps it and throw it to Michael Mayer, I think we score right there. So hey, Geno, appreciate your contribution, sir.
So, but what I hate about this, though, is you see the action with DJ Glaze. He's basically trying to wall off and keep Abdul Carter outside. So you're basically running more of an inside zone look. But if you see the action with Genty, see his shoulders. His shoulders want to get the sideline. But if he reads inside zone correctly, at least the mesh point puts Genty in the right position. This is your cutback lane. He's already going to get engaged into the line of scrimmage here if his shoulders are more square. And now he's going to have to break a tackle.
Beat the guy there, beat him there.
But now he's going to have at least an opening to be able to get to that goal line. And you see it more in that inside. And look, he wanted to cut back. He gets the handoff. He wants to cut back. But it's so late. Yeah. He doesn't press the line of scrimmage quick enough. His body's just is not in position. I'm not going to lie. I think it's coaching.
I really think that was an option.
What's ironic? Now go ahead.
No, I was saying I really think that was an option. I think Geno could have kept it and then attacked upfield a little bit and made the guy commit and then flipped it out to Mayer. I think that was what could have happened. But I think Geno just made the wrong read.
So I'll go back to the end zone view. I mean, Geno does have that option, right? It's a little bubble screen coming out here in this tight trip set, so that this tight 3x1 set. And so he could have.
And like kept going down, like went down and made them keep crashing, and then flipped it out to Mike.
Yeah. And that could have been an option. Unfortunately, I could have showcased some of the plays, but man, you got these two 5'0" guys out there blocking.
Right.
It was tough.
Is that Abdul Carter right there?
He's on the outside up here at the top of the screen.
Oh, he's up there. Okay, who's that at the bottom of the screen? Because he looking dead at Geno. Like, you got this ball, brother. I'm about to destroy it.
I wish you would.
So I don't know. The more and more I just watch the action of this run game.
Yeah.
If you allow Genty, like I just showed in the previous through the mesh point, if his shoulders are more square to the line of scrimmage, again, read this D tackle. Inside zone, very easy. D tackle goes out, you go in. It's very easy. You read it down the line of scrimmage, but because Genty's shoulders are east and west as opposed to north and south, bro, you're going right behind Mafi. That's it.
Yeah.
So, Genty saw it. He wanted to get to that cutback lane, but his momentum took him to the sideline way too far, and it's just not there. So, look. We've seen it quite a bit this season.
To change direction. That's the thing. Like, it takes him way too long to make the change of direction. But what's ironic is that his big run against the Texans, he was also slow on the cutback, but it actually worked to his advantage because they over pursued, and so they left a wide open lane to his left, and he was able to take advantage of them over pursuing. And then he broke a tackle as well. So, like in that situation, him being slow to read it actually, led to a big play. But, when you're in these tight spaces and these tight quarters, like, you gotta read that thing quick, and you gotta hit that hole and get positive yardage. I think he's still used to that. He's still doing that Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, but I think the initial start of the mesh point just puts him completely out of position to be able to make that read instantly, because that action through the mesh point tells me it's almost like the offensive line is running inside zone, and the connection between Geno and Genti is outside zone. It's like you're trying. You have two different run schemes. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. Again, for myself, it points to Brendan Carroll. Brendan Carroll, you need to get your shit together. And we're at the last game of the season, so there's no more time to get your shit together. It's time to move on, because it's been an issue all season long.
Let that dude run some power. Get Jenny a fullback. Let him run some power, and let's do it like that. Give him a little protection from these early hits behind the line of scrimmage. Let him have a better chance of getting to the second level and see what he does behind the fullback and running power. Like, call Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackson, where you at? Was the last time we had a running back? Hey, you got him. You got him going. Hugh, get in here, help this young brother.
Yeah. All right, remember, guys, do me a favor, hit that hashtag Raiders. If you guys got a comment, question, anything you guys want me to kind of throw up on the screen as it relates to the play, let me know. But hey, let's take a look at some Charles Grant. He got 6 plays.
This is what I want to see.
And we're going to take a look at some Charles Grant. So a little bit of a jumbo set.
Charles,
all right, brought in.
Munoz Grant.
Anthony Munoz is great. Anthony Munoz is crazy.
Munoz. You got Charles Grant down here. Again, little unbalanced line with double tight ends down here, but bringing Charles Grant as a third tight end. So you got basically a little bit of a jumbo set. And we'll watch it. It's a little bit of a run play. Charles Grant didn't look too bad. Now, as the last 5 plays, this was more in the middle of the game. The last 5 plays, they basically got him in garbage time. But we're going to talk about just Charles Grant moving forward and what maybe everybody should expect going into the KC game. But Charles Grant, right here, a little bit of run action. Well, watch him. I got the end zone view as well.
Okay.
Right, and
okay.
Look at him.
Right,
Look at him.
William and Mary wrestling All-American. All right.
Look at him right here.
Man.
All right.
But they're putting in work. Where the anchor?
Okay.
Oh, where the anchor down and get a little afterwards. A little after the play.
I don't know what sideline we're on, to be honest. I don't know if we're on the near sideline down here on the field side or the boundary side. I don't know what sideline we're on. Okay. I if it pans back, I might try to look at it. But I'll tell you right now, Charles Grant does a damn good job.
Yeah.
And then it looks like he's looking at that sideline. And he's like, this is what the fuck I do.
Talking.
Motherfuckers.
Talking.
This is what the fuck I do. I'll be real.
Jenny had a nice little run on that play too.
Yeah, this was one of Jenny's better runs. But I mean,
okay. What I see from Charles and from Genti.
I give it up when it's deserved. All right, CG.
Put this on a highlight reel.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'll take it. Again, it's all about his body positioning. He's able to not only engage, he controls them right here. He's controlling. He's got his shoulder pads. He's controlling, and then he starts to work his body. He works his hips, everything around.
He been working out with Deuce Gruden, baby.
Yeah,
getting his strength up, baby.
Yeah, you letting him know, and you talking.
So I'll take that
for a tackle. He's like he's put together. Like, well, he ain't like he ain't no sloppy tackle. He ain't out there looking like what's my man Anthony? What's Anthony Brown?
Andrew, who?
And dude from the Bengals. I'm talking about Andrews. Oh my goodness. Orlando Brown. Yeah.
All right, so yes, this is the running garbage time. But again, get an idea of being able to look at Charles Grant. He's on the left-hand side, left tackle. This is the garbage time. Everybody's in prevent. I think there's less than 2 minutes left in the game. And so, but take a look at Charles Grant at the top of the screen. I got the end zone view as well.
Okay.
Working him.
Okay.
Working him.
Trips over Mafi just a little bit, but worked him down the field. Yeah, I'll take it. He's right here. He's right here, Charles Grant.
He's
good positioning.
Right, he literally took him all the way to the 50. He took him downfield 20 yards. All right.
I love the initial step.
William and Mary in the house. William and Mary in the house.
William and Mary, let's go.
See, but I love the initial step because he basically is able to get actual square up on number 94. I think the number is. But a lot of times, Lyman will kind of take that false step with the outside foot to kind of get momentum over. But his first step, he gets over with the correct foot to get positioning. And as he engages, he continues to work his hips around. I'll take it. And he just drives them. I know you guys have heard me say it before. Is once you lock on control, run them. And look at that. He runs them.
Yes, sir.
I'll take the garbage time.
All pro.
Yeah, garbage time, all pro, baby.
All pro, baby. What y'all know about it? Charles Lane Johnson Grant.
Charles Lane Johnson.
Severe just got a list of the best tackles in front of him. He's just going to keep ripping them off, man.
They're rattling them off.
Oh, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you gifting some memberships, brother. I appreciate you. Popping up in here as well, man. It's good seeing you in here. I appreciate it. Also, shout out to everybody if you guys did. I did a members only live at the tailgate. If I go in the stadium, which I think I'm going to, I might do a members only live in the stadium this weekend as well, kind of walking in. I know that the service inside the stadium is a little shoddy, so I don't know how it'll work out, but I think it might actually, I might try to pull that off, is do a little bit of a members only live in the stadium, man. But I appreciate you giving us some memberships, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Severe's got the list in front of him. That's great. All right. A little bit of run action again. Charles Grant. We got about 3 more plays. Charles Grant. He's here at the top of the screen. We'll just take a look at him. A little bit of run action.
Okay.
Which controls him. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. I saw that play live. This is the most disrespectful play I've ever seen in my life. Did you see it? Watch what they do to Genty. This is crazy.
I know they did.
Oh, yeah. They move, little fella.
Up off the ground. They picked him up. His feet were dangling. I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. His feet are dangling in the air right now.
And again, it's wild. Just you watch Mafi, horrible eye discipline, does not see the slot corner coming down for the blitz, doesn't even see him, completely misses him. I mean,
Genty had no chance right there.
No chance at all.
No chance to do anything.
But Charles Grant, man, hey, you lock on, you control him, we'll take him.
Oh, wow.
And you turned him hip. It was some old dog. Look at man. Look at dog. That's what I'm talking about.
But Mafi, though, man. Mafi.
I know. I mean, it's don't get me wrong. It's a difficult block only because he's got his eyes on the linebacker. But when he notices the linebacker isn't coming downhill, you got to get your head on the swivel and know someone's going to bring pressure. So you got to make sure you got to potentially help out Charles Grant if you need to. But it's just bad eye discipline.
And linemen love that situation. Like, he could have cleaned him up. He could have cleaned 22 up.
Yeah, just put your helmet underneath his.
Yeah,
bro, it's done for. And so my take: Charles Grant goes and gets his man. God damn it! See, I need read comments before
Charles
I pull them up.
Trent Williams Grant.
Oh man, Charles Grant.
Oh man, we need to make some.
They might have him start. They might have him start on Sunday. See what we got.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Let that man We're gonna
talk about that,
man.
Charles
Dwayne Brown Grant.
Uh, I love. Look, the way that he uses his leverage. I'm telling you, it's the hips. We ain't looking at no man's hips, but the hips. He's working. It's working well.
Like they say. Hey.
My
girl Shakira said it.
God damn.
The hips don't lie. The hips don't lie.
Man, Chris's chat's back. Right? We need to stop talking about man's hips. Okay. I already had mine in the past. Okay, I already had mine in the past. We're over what I said.
Yours was wild. Yours was wild.
Pre-record only from here on out. We need to edit these.
That's my dog. That's my dog Carm, right? He got his hip bent backwards or something like that.
Oh man! All right, here's a little more Charles Grant. All right, Charles Grant, on the top left, little pass protection. We're just checking him out. This is the most burn he's gotten all season long. We definitely want to check him out.
Whoa. Okay, all right.
It's decent, but the end zone view actually looks better. So watch the end zone view. It actually looks better. It looks like he gets.
It looks shaky for a second. It looks shaky for a second.
Yeah. There he is, right here.
Yeah.
It looks shaky for a second, but this view it looks better. This view looks better. Does a good job.
Okay, good hand-to-hand combat. I like that.
I like the hand fighting, but at the same time, what I like is that because nobody actually pursued instantly, watch his eyes. And actually, there's another clip after this that actually shows that his eyes are doing the work. His eye discipline is good. At least that's what he's showing right now. But even when he doesn't get instant pressure off the side, off the edge, watch his eyes. He looks to help first. He looks to help, then he brings his eyes back. So as soon as the snap comes, the snap happens. No pressure. He looks to correct. He's got his hand out. He's making sure that nothing's there. Then he stays committed to his responsibility. So I love the fact that he's at least checking to be able to help if needed. We'll play it one more time from the top in the end zone view. So, not a bad rap. We'll definitely take it. Good chip by Michael Mayer.
Glaze is struggling. Man.
Glaze is rough.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Yeah.
Glaze is rough. We'll run through again because of the good chip by Michael Mayer. It definitely helped Grant check to help, but he stayed honest to his side, which is good. And then, but Chris, like you were saying, good hand fight, right?
Mm.
This is what I love. This is what I saw with him. Just basically being violent with the hands, being really good at slapping the initial hand punch of the edge rusher, and then be able to maintain and get his hands on him.
Yeah,
the end zone view does a really good job. Right here, Charles Grant.
Yeah, man, look at that set.
That's good technique. I like that. I like that. I like
that.
Oh my God.
I like
Charles
that.
Joe Thomas Grant. Come on, baby. I see you.
Not Joe.
I don't know if I can pause it, but as soon as I love it, as soon as he reached with that hand, he tried to swipe. He swiped that initial left hand down, and then bang, punched with the outside hand and controlled the near shoulder. It's actually pretty damn good.
That is
pretty damn good.
You reach, I teach. I teach.
I like it, man.
Shout out to MJ.
Got it. Ooh. Damn it. It's. I like it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, God damn it, Severe's gonna have a field day with this one.
But let's keep in mind now. Let's keep in mind Grant didn't only play 4 plays now.
It's not a big body of work, but hey,
I want to see the redacted plays. I want to see what
this is all of his snaps.
Yeah, I want to see what
this is all of his snaps.
this all his snaps.
This is all of his snaps.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is all of his snaps. We got one more.
What's shaded black? What's shaded black? You ain't showing everything 805.
This is all of his snaps, and this is the last one.
Some respect.
This is the last one.
Okay.
And we got this one, and all right, Severe. As soon as I saw it, you got him up here. We saw it a lot last season. It was one of the things that I hated about Dylan Parham, because Dylan Parham has horrible eye discipline, buries his head too much, does not understand how to kind of take on the pick stunts with the tackles and the defensive ends. Last year, Jordan Meredith did a really good job with it. That's one of the things that I loved about Jordan Meredith is good eye discipline. Was extremely good at picking up the stunts in front of him. Watch Charles Grant right here. And the end zone view shows it even better.
Okay.
All right. My dog.
We're about to hear another offensive tackle reference.
Eddie.
All right. So a little pick stunt action. Actually, I believe this time it's when it's so the edge rusher's going to come down and basically try to pick off our guard. I think Mafi's this side. All right.
Yeah.
Charles Grant steps down with them, but doesn't overcommit. 91 tries to loop around, and Caleb and Charles Grant is just ready for him.
I'm still here.
Really good eye discipline. Good feet. Step down with them, let them go, and then be prepared for something coming back. It's actually pretty damn good.
All right.
Not bad.
Charles Jason Peters Grant. Talk about, man. Let them know. They tried to deny you your opportunity.
It's not bad. I'll give it to him. So I think, all right, that was the last one for Charles Grant. We only have just a few more. All right, we have just a few more, but
that is the wild place to stop this video. That is so wild.
My bad. It's gonna be a pre-recorded.
That's what was about to happen this week. It's bad.
My dog schedule like that.
It's gonna be a pre-record from here on out, guys. God damn it. So Jack Kane is saying Grant looks like a beast. Again, small sample size, but definitely like what I saw. Let's see. Everybody, before we go into the next plays. And so what up, Kush Mob? What's going on, man? Appreciate you popping in here. Guys, let me know what you think of Charles Grant. All right. Do you want to see him get more burn? Again, this was one play in the middle of the game, and these sequence about 5 plays that I showed, these are towards the tail end, right? So it's basically, Kenny Pickett's in the game. So this is kind of towards the tail end of the game. So let me know what you guys think of Charles Grant. Do you want to see him play? Hit that hashtag Raiders. I'll definitely pull it up on the screen. But before I get to this guy, before we let him kind of go off on his tangent, Chris, before we get to the other offensive plays, what's your thoughts on Charles Grant, just kind of what we see right now, and, man, what you maybe expect that last game against Kansas City?
I want to see all the files. I want to see all the files.
All of them. That was all of them. I
want to see all the files. But, no, I want to see more of them. Again, I always give him a hard time because of some of the other stuff I saw from him. But no, the thing is, for the Raiders to be good, somebody on this daggone draft class is gonna have to step up. We're going to have another. We need somebody to step up, whether it's him or Caleb Rogers or whoever. For us to have any kind of success, we gotta hit in the draft. So I'm hoping he does well. I do want to see more of him. If these 4 plays is what we have to come for the future, then let's do it. Let's do it. But I want to see him do it to Chris Jones. That's all. Well,
unfortunately, I think Chris Jones, he'll probably be sitting this next game. Before I let this guy go.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Mike, you're saying, would you want to try him at right tackle? I think without question. I put a short out, and I know we've talked about it in past lives, but I put a short out a couple weeks ago. I said, look, at this point, we have to see what Charles Grant has. Stone Forsythe, we know what he is. He's on a 1-year contract. He's not going to be with us next year. As long as Pete Carroll's gone, he ain't going to be here.
He ain't going to be nowhere.
He ain't going to be nowhere. Exactly. And so it's like, I want to see what Charles Grant has to, what he can do, and not just a single sample size, right? I want to know for at least 2, possibly 3 games, what can this guy do? We got to know what he can do. How do we address it in the offseason? And it's a perfect situation to do it, given the fact that there's no pressure on him to make a key block that might get us into the playoffs, anything like that. Like, you literally just prep him and say, look, this is going to be a learning experience. If you make mistakes, that's fine. Get in the game, make the mistakes now so we can build on it in the offseason. That would be my message. I was hoping that he would have started 2 games ago, or at least a minimum last game. But in my opinion, Stone Forsythe shouldn't see the field at all. Caleb Rogers needs to see 100% of the offensive snaps against Kansas City. So, Severe, Pigs. I'm going to throw it to you. You're saying release the Grant files. Nah, man, you got Grant, question mark, but I'm telling you, nah, man, we'll see a little bit of Laki Tassi.
That's what I'm saying. What's up with Laki Tassi, man?
I don't know. I want to see
him in there, man.
Frank Weber, Grant looks better than I expected. Shout out to Severe. Severe really liked him, picking him up.
That's where I'm at.
JR, you're saying you see us grabbing some linebackers this draft or free agency. Let's do this. Once we kind of get to this game film, we're going to take some questions. So definitely tap in with that. But I think we definitely need some linebackers at any point. So we'll definitely tap into that question. So, all right, just got a couple some comments in there, man. We appreciate it, everybody. If you have an answer, let us know. Do you want to see more Charles Grant? Let us know in the comments. Severe, you got the floor. What's your thoughts on your boy Charles Grant?
I told you so. Give us "I told you so" speech.
Other times when you have the vision and you see what others can't see. And for most people, that comes once in a lifetime. And for Severe, that comes once every year, baby. I told y'all about Diablo. You didn't hear me. And now look at him in Atlanta, balling, killing. Told you about Travion. Y'all didn't hear me. Told you about T-Mac. Told you about Charles. Orlando Pace Grant. Future superstar left tackle William and Mary, baby. With the 6, he wearing a number I shouldn't even like. And I still gave him his proper.
That is an ugly number.
Look at this young man. Look at this young man. Look at this young man out there balling. Showing all the haters wrong. They're wrong. Chris let one play on one horribly made highlight tape. And it was a bad play. I don't know why they included it on the highlight tape. I don't know why they put that on a highlight tape. I don't know why they did it. But it biased you against my guy.
Oh my God!
You came in with bias and hate in your heart. Now I'm asking you, release that hating in your heart and embrace this young man. Charles,
805.
Ken Grant, baby.
I want you to clip all of the Grant plays next week. All of them.
All 63 offensive plays we're gonna do.
All 3 highlighted him. We're gonna watch him the way we watch Tyree.
Clip all of them. Clip him. You seen it. You seen this man. He's looking at the sideline. Y'all some haters.
Oh man, this is great. This is good stuff.
Look, he had more good plays in a 5-minute span than Tyree has had all year.
No, that's a good point.
All year.
That's a good point.
That's a very
William
good
and Mary
point.
stand up. What is their mascot? Probably something weird. Like
I don't know.
The chandelier somewhere like that. Stand up, William and Mary.
Yeah.
Oh man. I love it. I love it. This is a good time. Severe, I'm glad we gave you your opportunity to talk about your guy, Charles Grant.
Don't let him miss a block next week. Tune in. Everyone tune in. If this man misses a block next week, just tune in.
Tune in. You know what?
Oh my God.
You don't miss.
That's good stuff.
Man,
That's good stuff. All right. We only got 2 more plays. We'll end it off with Gino's touchdown pass. We'll try to end it off on a good note. The only thing that I will put out here is, look, our offense line is bad. We've showcased it so many times. Again, we just try to show you guys what we needed to prioritize in the offseason. This one, we know Stone Forsythe is awful, obviously, but Ian Thomas, our tight ends are probably the worst blocking tight ends in the National Football League. So not only did you do a horrible job of trying to get offensive linemen in the building, except for Charles Grant, we'll see how he does next week. But
you're gonna have me watching Charles Grant like a hawk this game. I ain't gonna watch no one else besides Charles Grant. You better not jump off sides.
Watch.
But we showed Michael Mayer just
discipline of a Shaolin monk. He ain't jumping off.
Oh my God. We showcased Michael Mayer just absolutely whiff on that split zone slice block on the run play. Horrible. We've shown it all season long, and we just want to take a look at Ian Thomas, the guy that was supposed to be a good run blocking tight end, good goal line blocking tight end. We'll just kind of take a look at him. And it's I don't know.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Wow.
We could look at Stone Forsythe just for the fun of it. Let's take a look at Stone Forsythe just for the fun of it. Why not? It's bad. Ian Thomas right here. We'll take a look at the end zone view. Not a whole lot. I mean, Stone Forsythe, I think he's maybe off the screen a little bit. You might not see his miss, but holy Jesus.
Yeah.
Antonio Maffey. How did Antonio Maffey do? Not so good. It's just bad. Genty had a rough day. Typically we will find. Oh no, Severe's like, my guy did good and I'm out. All right, Severe. Let me know when you come back. I'll see you. The one thing that I will say is that we've showcased multiple times a game that Genty, there's openings. He needs to make the right cuts. He needs to be better in open space, so on and so forth, right? And so, but this game, I'll be honest, there wasn't a whole lot, and I just showcased I think the problem with our run game coordinator / O-line coach Brendan Carroll, with him just the way he organizes and coordinates the mesh point versus the run blocking scheme. It just doesn't make any sense. So, as a whole, Genty really didn't have much to work with outside of that one big carry in garbage time. So it was tough to watch. Yeah, nah, man. Yeah. I don't know. I have no clue. And he's done it all season long. And this is another reason why I think it's time to move on from Pete Carroll. Is Stone Forsythe was a Pete Carroll guy because he had him in Seattle. He brought him to Seattle, and he brought him back over here, which statistically probably the worst starting tackle last year, which is tough. Armando, what's going on, man? What did I miss? Severe dropping the gauntlet on poor mortals. He is. We showed a little Charles Grant. He did a really good job. It was good. Pigs. We need to draft tight ends to develop behind Bowers. Mayer needs a new team. Mayer did good. Definitely showcased his route running ability. I did have some clips, but I want to kind of rip through this a little bit. We know what Michael Mayer is. He could be a good pass catching tight end, but man, he needs to work. He needs to work on our on blocking. Devalius, you're saying this O-line blocks air or couldn't block air. You're right. You're 100% correct. All right, Geno's touchdown. Severe, where are you at? We're gonna have Severe get back here. All right, I'll see you when you get backstage. I'll see you and we'll pop you back in. Charles Christian, Darshaw Grant, Jesus Christ. All right, Geno Smith touchdown. One of the reasons why I love it is because, man, when I was an offensive coordinator for only about 6 years of my coaching, the 20 years that I coached it, I was an offensive coordinator for 6 years, and I loved this route. I call it a whip route. Some people call it other things.
I'll call it.
But this route right here by Tyler Lockett.
Ooh, I love it.
Whip back inside, find open space. If you can run this against man coverage, typically I like to see the whip route kind of go inside and then whip it back outside. But in this case, they did it opposite, and then he basically just He basically just got depth into
awareness
the
to
end
go
zone.
field. Yeah, find the.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's just them two having, some chemistry.
Yeah,
Knew to go upfield,
Oh, Severe, you're muted. Just so you know. Yeah, you're good.
You hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to silence me. I will not be stopped. I will not be stopped.
Yeah, Severe, I don't know if you saw it. We're just we're ending it off with Gino's touchdown pass.
Like the little, it's like a zig or it's like a zig route or like a whip route.
Yeah, I like to call it a whip route.
Yeah, I mean, I like it better when they run it to the outside.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Running right into, you kind of running right into traffic, but he's able to find that opening.
The thing is, like, if that was any, did Mayer do the same? Was that like a double whip? Like, what was Mayer doing?
So I think Mayer does a really good job. He's basically holding all these guys down here at the line of scrimmage, which a good awareness by Lockett. If he just, I'm assuming he understands the route concept. He knows now I can climb to the back of the end zone because Mayer's going to hold the defenders at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And then he just climbs knowing that Mayer, he's occupying all the defenders. It's a good play call. It's good play design.
Yeah.
See, I more or less thought that Lockett kind of improvised more than anything.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, like to me, I don't know if I actually like the play design. I think I more like Lockett's improvisation more than anything.
Yeah, kind of finding that open space.
Yeah, because honestly, if the pressure was a little bit worse, I mean, Gino wouldn't have had time to.
Because look, is that a mirror? Is that a mirror concept? Because look on the other side. Looks like somebody they ran a rip route, but they ran like a corner off of it. See?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he's actually open right there too.
Yeah. You got Deontay Thornton wide open.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, for myself, just looking at Michael Mayer's route, it does look like he's just trying to sit down here on the goal line, which does occupy the linebackers, does occupy defenders. But again, I think it's good awareness by Lockett, Chris, like you're saying, just his anticipation to understand I can climb to the back of the end zone, and he finds the opening. Geno Smith does a good job climb up in the pocket while everybody gets their ass handed to him on the offensive line.
Yeah,
I mean, just
it's a nice throw too.
Tough work.
Yeah,
like somebody on the run, gotta drop it in the back of the end zone, give him some room to catch it.
Mafi's built like the lineman on Madden.
Yeah, man.
You know how the lineman on Madden be looking crazy? Like, they all shaped like Mafi.
Yeah, man. You see the size of Mafi's ankles, bro? His ankles are as big as Geno Smith's quads. This is crazy.
But again, well, we ended with the touchdown, but DJ Glaze, man, he just gets beat up on the inside. Caleb Rogers is there to help. He's got to get there a little bit quicker.
Oh, my God. Was that Abdul? Yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's Abdul. Man, I'm telling you, as you're watching the game film, as Abdul Carter started to get just confidence, you could see his confidence grow throughout the game, that he's like, I could beat the piss out of you every single snap.
I'm telling you, the Giants is going to be nice, man. Yeah. They're 2 years away from being nice. I'm telling you.
Yeah, not facts. I mean, that might not even be 2 years. If they get the right coach, they get Neighbors back.
Yeah.
And we see what Wan'Dale Robinson did again. He was destroying us.
Right.
And they get like another serviceable wide receiver. Slayton's kind of long in the tooth. They get like another serviceable wide receiver right there. Evan Neal stays healthy.
Yeah.
Cam stays healthy. I like that's a nice change of pace back between Cam and Tyrone Tracy. Then you got a vet like Devin Singletary. If he's still around, that's a smooth little core offensively right there. And then the defensive line. I don't know what they're gonna do with Thibodeau. Because you got 4 guys with Abdul, Thibodeau, Dexter, and Brian Burns. But hey, that's a man.
Yeah,
they got the makings of something smooth right there.
They do.
Yeah, Nab, man, if you do that on your show, guys, make sure you guys go check out Nab, man. He goes live throughout the week. You're saying I need to do a chopping block show. Who is out, no matter what, and what money we get back. It's good to know.
We're not out.
Of course we don't.
You know we're not out though. Don't we, folks? Don't we, folks?
Here we go. Kevin Lurker, he's got a robot body. I only know that because my kids play that goddamn game. That's funny as shit.
Man, Roblox is wild.
Yeah. So, all right, one last time. Just look at how horrible our O-line play is. And then we're going to end it off. We're going to just take a couple questions and rock out with you guys for just a quick moment.
Glazed. Man, this is one of the worst games I've seen from Glaze, man.
I know.
Wild.
Sheesh.
We're going to go back up to the big screen. All right.
Let me show this boy in.
Guys, let us know what your thoughts. We just kind of broke down the game film. Didn't want to show a whole lot, obviously. Like, we just take a look at players we want to bring back. We had to showcase some Charles Grant. Shout out to our guy, Severe. And so we do this every Wednesday. So double tap that screen. Definitely. Now, I knew that there were some questions that were thrown out there previously. But, one thing I do want to ask. And chat, let us know. What's your thoughts? What do you want to do? We obviously have the number one draft pick as it stands right now. What are your thoughts? What do you want to do? But I want to give my guy Chris an opportunity. And I'm kind of springing this on you, so just let me know your thoughts. But man, give me your thoughts on Maxx Crosby. We shut him down. He's got to have it. They're saying that he's got to have minor surgery on that knee. Obviously, he wasn't happy about it, but everybody's kind of speculating. Is it time to move on from Maxx? Are they about to, field some phone calls? What's your thoughts on the whole Maxx situation as it stands right now? Chat, let us know as well, and I'll definitely bring it up.
Yeah, I love Maxx, man. I love Maxx as a player. I love him as a competitor. He's a great Raider, at the end of the day. But I mean, I'm at the point where, just looking at this team, and just seeing what our defense has been with Maxx. I think, only one time since Maxx has been on our team has our defense been better than 24th in the league. So I'm at the point, man, trade Maxx. And I know a lot of Raider Nation, is against that. It's not going to feel good, at the end of the day. But, Maxx's trade value is at the highest it's probably going to be. At this point, it's not going to get any higher, especially because Maxx, he keeps getting these knick-knack injuries. He's having to get surgery at the end of his second year in a row. He's ending the season with a surgery. He's not getting no younger. I love Maxx, but if you can get 2 and some more picks for him, 2 first rounds and maybe something else, I think you got to do it. We got to be able to build this team. We need a quarterback. Everyone knows that. I love what, like what the Browns did in the draft. I love what the Texans did a few years ago. We got, Maxx, we're not 1 or 2 players away. We need to really build this foundation. So as much as I love Maxx, some team would benefit greatly, because they're just one play, one game changer away from really going to the Super Bowl. Let them give up their future, which they're probably willing to do. And, let's use these draft picks and get our young quarterback some weapons, our young quarterback some protection. We saw what this offensive line can do. Besides Charles Grant, we don't got too much up front. But seriously, I honestly, it's I love Maxx, but I think it's time to see what we can get for him.
Yeah, for myself, and Sorrell, we'll throw it over to you. Now, being saying until we get a coaching situation, it's hard to give an educated guess. I think that's kind of where I'm at. I want to know what our head coaching situation kind of looks like. Now, if you can trade Maxx away, like if we are in a full, I think we all know we're in a full rebuild, and you got to go all in on a rebuild. If you're going to do it,
right,
go all in.
All in.
And it's time to kind of hit that full reset button, because if you're in a full rebuild, the likelihood that you're going to get to a point where Maxx is going to show the full benefit is maybe 3 years, and is 3 years going to be the same Maxx?
Right.
And that's the hard part, is to just try to figure out what value are you truly going to get out of him if it's a true 3, maybe even a 4-year rebuild? And so it's taking that stance. But I definitely want to see what the head coach's situation is. The only thing I will say is if we do trade him away, I'd love to see us trade him away to a team to that we know we can get at least a top 10 draft pick moving forward. Like if the Jets, because the Jets, I think they got rid of Hassan Reddick, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what edge rushers they got over there, but I know they got a shit ton of draft capital.
Well, McDonald.
It's like, oh yeah, okay. But I'm like, if you want to give up a couple early round draft picks, couple first round draft picks, and we know the Jets will probably struggle for the next couple seasons.
See, but the thing is, they're kind of in the same position as us. Like they already did their fire sale, so that wouldn't make no sense, to be honest.
Exactly. I 100% agree. But I'm just kind of giving the example of like if we can trade with somebody, I'd love to see us trade with somebody that we have a good chance of getting an additional top 10 pick.
Yeah,
in the next couple seasons, and so that's who I'd like us to target to trade with. But Severe man, what's your thoughts on the whole Maxx situation moving forward?
Yeah, I've been saying for a while, man. Trade him. I'm trading him. Like right now, his value is never going to be higher than it is right now. His value is the highest. Well, before he did all these antics and was, like throwing a hissy fit and jumping on trampoline and stuff. People give that a pass. If another player did something like that, then they have some issues with it. But I digress. But like he's one of the top players at his position. He's well respected around the league. He's coming off a fifth consecutive Pro Bowl year. His contract is very friendly for his caliber of play. And that's and I think it's a few years left on it too. So that's where you get the guy. So that's where you can get a team like, see, we want a team that we think is going to be top 10. Like a team that's going to likely be in a top 10 position.
They're not
isn't going to want to trade for a guy like Maxx because it doesn't align unless you catch a team like slipping. That's like, that they just had an off year. Like, I'm trying to think like Atlanta will be a team, for example. Right. But obviously their pick is already going. Or to
Cleveland, you know what? Someone like Cleveland might, because they got an extra pick and just the thought of having him and Myles Garrett, that could be a game changer.
Yeah, that could be a change.
That could be something stupid.
If they stick with Shador and they just try to, they try to ride that rookie contract,
and they drafted so well.
I don't think they'll be picking the top 10. If they do that, they ain't picking top 10. Like,
no,
they're not gonna be picking the top 10.
No, that's true.
So,
that's true.
Unless you get the pick like this year, unless you do it this offseason, get the picks this year.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Because they got. Oh wait, no. Who they trade with? Oh, they traded with the Jaguars.
Yeah, they traded with Jaguars.
And the Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Yeah. Jaguars. Yeah, exactly. So see, the Jaguars, they balling without the guy they traded for. So. We know who they got one of the guys they traded for, but we'll leave that for another day. But yeah, it's like, I'm looking at team I'm looking at, realistically, the Cowboys. You replace, they obviously they were able to get Quentin Williams over there. And they got the guy from my guy from Kenny Clark. So they got Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you replace a guy in Michael Parsons, who was going to want stupid money.
Yeah.
You're paying a guy like Maxx, okay money. And I think Maxx is from Texas, I believe.
Yeah, he's originally from there. Yeah.
But he's originally from Texas.
Yeah.
So you get him back there. You get an impact guy off the edge with Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams in the middle.
You're not going to be able to double team Maxx out there.
Exactly.
You're not going to be able to.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and you already basically said off. Now, obviously, their pick probably isn't going to, fall. But you know what? They're in the NFC or they're in the NFC East, right? Yeah. So but look, if we're expecting the Eagles to do what they're doing, still, you're expecting to jump from the Giants, and then you're hoping that the Commanders take a step forward after these injuries so they could possibly be last in their division or third in their division, right? This is what you're hoping in that situation if everything falls right. So you can still get a pick, in the late teens maybe, and you double up. Hey, and they got 2, right? They have 2. So, that's the situation I'm doing right there. And then you can essentially control the draft. And if you don't fall in love with either one of these quarterbacks, whether it be for right now it's just Mendoza, but if Moore comes out, if you don't fall in love with Moore either, you do a trade back. You can essentially control the entire first round
this
year.
Yeah.
So, and really just revamp. You got that many picks and just really just do it. You can really do a flip and change this thing around with one draft. Almost like kind of like what the Texans did when they were able to get CJ Stroud and Will Anderson.
Exactly.
I think that Kamara last year or that same draft too, if I recall correctly. No, that was last year. Kamara last year was last year.
Mm-hmm. So now you're saying, damn, Max, hard to say. My thing, Max wants to roll hot on a rebuild. I'm about it. However, he wants to win today. Not going to happen. We owe him, Max, a chance to win either way. And I'm going to kind of respond off of that also to Brimblood, because you're saying, damn, if I want to see Max to another hellhole, shake my head. Max deserves better than the Jets and the Browns. Here's my thing.
The Browns would be nice. I think the Browns would be nice.
They will.
It would be.
I think they will.
It would be a nice situation for him, but the Browns are just as bad as an organization as us at times.
The Jets. But look, look, I don't know about that. This last draft.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That they've been drafting pretty well, man.
Look, they got Mason Graham, who could potentially be the best player at his position in the entire draft, and he ain't even the best rookie on his own team on defense.
Right.
Right.
And they got Dylan Sampson and Quinshon Judkins and Isaiah Bond as a free agent, and Shador, has shown some things. They get Stefanski bum ass up out of there.
Yeah.
And get a real coach. Come on, now.
So, but here's the thing: is yes, I understand. Like, would it be nice of the Raiders to let Max or trade Max to somewhere that he has a chance to win? It'd be nice. But if you're going to trade Max, I'm all about the Raiders. I'm all about the Raiders in the position that we put ourselves in.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a business, and that's how it's treated. And yes, would it be nice if he went somewhere that helped him win because of just the years he's dedicated? Of course. But at the end of the day, I want what's best for the Raiders. Point blank, period. So that's just kind of my take.
And I ain't worried about Max coming back, man. We got Charles, Tristan Wirfs, Grant out there. What Max gonna do against that?
We need to get to the KC game real quick.
We got the prototype. I left. The prototype.
that KC game can't come quick enough now.
I know. I cannot wait, man. God, dog, that game better hurry.
I'm about to call Charles. Look, Charles. It's a lot riding on the game, brother. Right?
Right.
Needs to get plenty of rest.
That stadium is going to be so empty on Sunday that if you came out to come to this game, you could probably get front row and just chew Charles Grant out if he's not performing for you. Yeah, that's what you can do. Apparently, a lot of fans like to do that nowadays.
Yeah, man.
And get a lot of credit for it. SoCal, I would trade Max to Dallas. Jerry Jones always overpays, and Cowboys always disappoint.
Yeah.
And that, man, smartest thing the Raiders done in years was front load Max's contract. Yes, 100%.
That was Reggie McKenzie's strategy. Reggie McKenzie used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Front load the contract, especially when you got cap space, and you think you're not going to be that good of a team. And then you ain't paying the quarterback crazy money. Obviously, being paid well, but ain't getting paid like stupid money. So you got to do it. And then, you leave yourself some room to negotiate, or you leave yourself a very favorable trade position later on. And that's what we did with Max. So, we waited too long to trade Derek Carr. Remember, Indy was offering 2 first-round picks for Derek Carr?
2 first rounds, man.
2 first rounds. And we end up getting nothing for him. Y'all be getting sentimental with these players, bro. I don't give a damn about nobody on this team. Everybody on this team. Only person I'm hanging on to for dear life is Brock Bowers. Everybody else can go. Everybody else is tradable.
I thought you were going to say Charles Grant.
Charles Grant. After
I was going to hit the end live button if he said Charles Grant.
after the Trinity is completed against KC, when he completes his transfer, when he goes to final form against Kansas City, that's when he's untradeable. Right now, though, I still trade Charles. Give me a first round pick for Charles Grant. I'm trading, but I ain't taking the now. But the only person I'm not trading is Brock. Only player, I don't care if you give me a first. I don't care. I'm keeping Brock. I'm hanging on to Brock. But Max 28, 29, like you said, he's had 3 season-ending injuries. 2 in the last 2 years. So, and his timeline doesn't necessarily fit with us, because by the time we really going to be competitive, It could be 2 or 3 years down the line. Yeah. And guess what? It's gonna be time to re-up Maxx again. And then are we gonna re-up him again? How long are we gonna re-up him for? So we got to strike while the iron is hot, right? And hey, we hanging on to these people. Hey, we found one. You know, there are other guys in the draft that could be impact players. There won't be another Maxx Crosby, but we've had Maxx Crosby for how many years, and we've still been trash. So, what are y'all scared of?
Yeah.
What are y'all scared of?
And I love Maxx, but the thing is, let's keep it real. Like, Max's superpower is like his work ethic and his motor. At some point, he's gonna lose that. Because it's not like Maxx is so like, he's not like a technician, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, I mean, we see all the time where he's not always, you know, in the right spot and stuff like that. But Max's motor is what makes him who he is. So, you know, as he gets older, he's going to slowly lose that. Unfortunately, it's just going to happen. Father Time's undefeated. So, you know, once and we don't know how he's going to respond to these surgeries. I mean, again, we love Maxx, but you know, he's not going to have a higher, you know, trade value than he does now. And, you know, that's just what it is.
Yeah. Jack, real quick, you said, would you trade Raiders #1 pick for Mike Tomlin? I would not.
No,
I would not.
So you get it for free.
No,
right, that's what I'm just saying. Not Tomlin. Not Tomlin. Maybe McVay or somebody.
Yeah. Oh, McVay. Oh, yeah. For sure, bro. Yeah. I'm trading Maxx and look, hey,
Charles Grant. I don't know.
I don't know about
that. Hey, you asking too much, 805. You
you trying to give them another Orlando Pace? Ain't happening. They stole him from us last time, right? Yeah, that's what we did. Didn't we trade up to number 2 to get Orlando Pace? And then the Rams traded in front of us and took him. Ain't that what happened, right? And then
I think that might have happened. Yeah.
And then we had to take Darryl Russell. Yeah, but I'm not doing. As a matter of fact, no. Charles Grant is ours. You can keep Sean McVay. You can keep, you know, LA. What's it? LA Knight? Is that the wrestler that everybody say you look like? LA Knight.
Oh yeah.
Sean McVay. Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are wild. Kevin Lurk, you said, yeah, you did. You left your opinion on the short that I dropped. You said, I'm just going to see if we bounce Pete first. And is there a plan? Like, is Brendan out? Man, God, Pete Carroll's got to go, and his 2 sons got to go. Jesus. So, God, what was that? Sapir, I think. He needs to play more on the defense. I think you're talking about Maxx, maybe. Easy. Detroit, Chicago, and Dallas should trade for Maxx. Let's see. Young DB, this ain't Madden. Take your first quarterback and build around him. We'll see what's kind of happens with the quarterback or with the head coaching situation.
Exactly.
You gotta love these quarterbacks, though. Like, you can't,
right. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. This isn't Madden. You can get away with not having a line in Madden. Exactly. You can't in real life.
Nah, and if you don't love the quarterback, man, you can't take a guy just because he's that. That's what we did with Genty. Well, we need a running back. You come here, like, nah. And look at us now. Yeah, justifying every week why he's mid. Like we can't do that with quarterback. You know, we have to get a guy that we believe is our guy. That's a franchise-changing guy. And if we're not on the same page and we don't think he's the guy to lead us, you don't take him. You don't take him.
I'm with you. Rest for Chris. Hey, I'm gonna hit you up. We're gonna do something Saturday, but hey, I'm gonna be watching Ticketmaster. If something drops, yeah, I'm gonna get into that stadium. We're gonna get in that stadium, and again, just probably stand around the torch, have a good time, the cheapest ticket possible, just to kind of get in that stadium. It's gonna be fun, man. But I'll hit you up with all the details. Tony, you're saying trade the first round pick to the New York Jets, get Dante Moore, then trade 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett next to help Crosby.
Now that is, first of all, that is Madden.
Yeah,
matter of fact, Madden ain't even doing that.
Madden ain't doing that.
And Madden, because where are we going to trade? Like, where are you thinking we're going to get Dante Moore at? Like, because Dante Moore, on a lot of people's boards, he's the number 1 quarterback.
Yeah.
So if you think we're going to trade back and somehow he's going to magically be there, I don't see that happening. You know, so if we trade back, we're going to probably miss out on Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza, and we'll be, you know, left with, and depending on how you feel about those guys, you know, that could be a huge miss for us. We'd be taking Arvell Reese or, you know, Brandon Bain or you know, Maui Noah or, you know, Spencer Furneaux or somebody, or what's that now? We'll probably won't take a corner, but that corner from LSU was cold too. forget his name. Dang, the corner from LSU is dog.
I know. I'm actually just now starting to do my research on some of these college guys. But yeah, like the only thing I will say to that is you can't pick your potential franchise quarterback, but then trade away 3 first-round draft picks that don't help the franchise quarterback.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So like that'd be tough. Like you got to build around that quarterback with help of the offensive line, receiver room, stuff like that, to where like you got to help build that foundation. So
if not, I mean, I really think the Titans is a good example. I mean, you know, you got Cam Ward out there running for his life. You know, don't have no one to really throw to. It's like you gotta give your guys some weapons, man. So you got to.
Yeah. What up, Dixon? What's going on, man? Appreciate you popping up in here. Man, throwing a super chat out there. I appreciate you. You said, fellas, we all agree Maxx is the face of the Shield. I would not like trading him unless it's to a contender, hopefully in the NFC, not the AFC at all. I'll just say this. I know a lot of people still really want us to send Maxx off the right way if we do trade him and send him to a contender because everything he put into just, you know, being a Raider. But I'll be real. Just in my opinion, if we want to trade him, I'm looking for the best value possible.
The best value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because once he's gone, he's gone. And I'll be honest, you know, there's nothing else to kind of really worry about him. Hopefully we don't. You know, the one place I would not want to trade him to, obviously, is to any divisional rival. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, once he's gone, I just hope the Raiders get the best out of that deal. And if it's to a potential contender, then shit, more power to him. Then it all worked out and everything's great. And I'd be happy for him. But I definitely want to trade.
To me, only a contender would want him, I would think, at this point. You know, I mean, because again, if you're rebuilding again, like I said, like the Jets and all them, no. But you know, those teams that are like those playoff teams are right on the cusp of being in a playoff, like in a bubble. Those are going to be the only teams that I could see really wanting him.
Yeah, because they'd have to. Because again, I think there's a really good chance that they're giving up, you know, possibly 2 first-rounders. Because severe to your point, and you know, something that I posted a video on honestly the day that we made the trade and the details came out was that contract is so team friendly. Right. That you could get 2 first-rounders.
Yeah.
You know, and so that would be wild.
Yeah. He's still basically in his prime. And I can't look. Somebody say I don't want to see my I can't worry about what like you act like everybody ain't cooking this. What's one other person that's gonna do it? Like, you know, like we got done dirty by Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter, and you know, so like, you know, that's another. It's guys every draft that's gonna do us filthy. Like, so it is what it is. He can go against us if we get two first-round picks out of it. And I give me a mobile quarterback and I watch him crash down every single play, and we'll just boot outside of him and let our quarterback run for 150 yards.
And this is where we're going to kind of like prepare. And it's, you got Tyler A, you say Mendoza is the guy, and then M Easy, you're basically saying, I don't want Mendoza if his comp is Kirk Cousins. I don't know if his comp is Kirk Cousins. I think he's definitely more mobile than Kirk Cousins. I think a lot of people have thrown out the Jared Goff comparison, which isn't a bad comparison. And so, but this is why, honestly, the offseason is going to be very interesting, because if we end with that number 1 draft pick, the amount of people that are going to be Mendoza's the guy, Deontay Moore's the guy, they're going to say none of those guys are the guy. I mean, the fan base is going to be so torn on what they want. It's going to be very interesting. I would just hope that people would also fully understand that you pick a quarterback, number 1, number 2, even a Heisman Trophy quarterback like Mendoza, history tells you it doesn't always work out. Yeah. And you really got to do your homework. And it's also about how you build around that quarterback. There's so many things that determine the success of a quarterback that is out of the hands of the actual quarterback themselves. And so do you have the right offensive coordinator? Do you have the right weapons around you? Do you have the right foundation? Do you have the right quarterback coach? Like, there's so many things that determine the success of the quarterback, and a lot of it is out of the hands of the quarterback. So I hope a lot of people will kind of calm if you don't get Mendoza, then the first round's a waste. You know, like let's really do our homework, and we're definitely going to break down the quarterbacks in the offseason and just try to give you our perspective, our take, but also give you the opportunity to come in here and give us your opinion as well. But man, the chat, the Raider fan base, it's going to go wild with who everybody wants, and I see a lot of entertaining arguments moving forward. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Yeah, nah, man. If you're talking to me, you know how to say that. Pigs. Only team he goes to is Lions. Obviously, with his connections to Detroit. Obviously, I think people are kind of trying to put that together. Chris, do you think Maxx? That might be a stopping point for Maxx.
Yeah, no, because I definitely think Maxx embodies the mindset and mentality of their coach. So I think Dan Campbell would be a guy that would pull the trigger on getting Maxx, because I think Dan believes that they're only a player or two away from really being in the mix again. So yeah, I think that'd be a good spot for him, honestly. And to be honest, Maxx would be the type that if it's for the right team, he'd probably be willing to restructure his deal or whatever it has to do to make it work, and make it make sense on both ends. So I wouldn't mind seeing him at the Lions.
And real quick, Chris is saying somewhere, could it be a landing spot for the Ravens? I don't know enough details about that, but Severe, any thoughts on him going to the Ravens?
I mean, I wouldn't hate that. It depends on, because see right now the Ravens, they're kind of in flux. You hear stuff about
Lamar.
You hear about stuff Lamar and and John Harbaugh. Yeah, people.
Yeah.
Like they're missing the playoffs this year. But Detroit the same way. Detroit about to miss playoffs this year too. So like obviously I don't think they Dan Campbell's not in any trouble. But how good is Jared Goff without Sean McVay or Ben Johnson? Like that's an open question right there. So like I don't think he had a bad year, but obviously the Lions struggled. So but look, best offer. Whoever got the best offer. I don't give a damn who it is. Whoever got the best offer. That's not in the division. That's the only caveat I will make. Not in the division. But other than that, I'm taking the best offer on the table.
Yeah, and Houston from LA, you're saying Maxx ain't going nowhere, fellas. And this is where I just kind of reiterate and kind of go back to, it's like, you got to understand, this is a business. I thought Khalil Mack was untouchable.
Yeah.
I thought there was no way between when Gruden came in, and I was like, okay, you're going to move on from at least two of these three guys. You got Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, Khalil Mack. I thought for sure Amari Cooper was the one on the chopping block. Get rid of him, get him out the building. That's fine. You can't sign all these guys to long-term contracts. I thought Mack was untouchable.
Yeah.
And he exited the building. In the state that we're in, with this organization, I think there's no way anybody can say like Maxx ain't going nowhere and try to make that a fact. That'd be wild to even say at this point.
Yeah.
You guys agree or disagree, Chris?
No, yeah, no, I'm with you 1,000%. And I think, a lot of people get upset when we're talking about trading Maxx because they think about the Khalil Mack thing. But you got to think, man, if John Gruden would have handled those picks correctly, getting rid of Mack and Cooper could have been a franchise altering era for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't use those on, Abrams and what Leatherwood or what's his name?
Arnett.
Ohio State. Arnett, I forgot what everyone, but we literally just dropped the ball on having those 5 first-round picks in those 2 years. So we just got to figure out if we did it again, who's going to be using those draft picks. That's what matters. That's what matters. Now, would I necessarily want Spy Tech with all those draft picks? I don't know. So
yeah, I don't know either. Sphere, any thoughts? Any thoughts on that?
I mean, look, I'm gonna reiterate what I said. Whoever got the best offer, whoever has the best offer, I'm taking it. I am taking it because y'all want to hold on to Maxx Crosby to do what? To go 2-13 again? What are we doing with him? What are we doing? People are like, man, what's funny? What's funny is that people are like, man, look, we got to trade Maxx to a contender, but they want to keep him here.
Right.
What? What are you doing? If you trade him, we gonna trade him. But other than that, like, bro, we ain't contending for a damn thing. But the number one overall, we've been in contention for the number one overall pick for like 7 weeks. So
Right.
it's like he just sitting here withering away. I'm gonna flip an asset and turn that into something better if possible. And if we don't, we don't. But I'm gonna take that chance because we see what we are with him here, and it's not a good team. So I'm gonna get as much as I can for him and hit the reset button on our franchise because right now he's not super old, but he's in his prime, going toward the tail end of his prime. I'm gonna flip that reset and get a young, cheaper guy that ain't even in his prime yet that we can develop and hope to turn into an extremely impactful player somewhere down the line.
Yeah, and real quick, now, man, you said I think the comp for Mendoza, which I hate for college quarterbacks, is more closely to Josh Allen.
Josh Allen Hines from the Jaguars?
I don't know how people say that.
Bro, who told you? Yeah. Whoever told you Josh Allen was his comp, go slap them dead in their face right now. Yeah. Go slap them dead because they're insulting your intelligence. Yeah. He doesn't have the athleticism. He doesn't have the arm. He doesn't have the build. He doesn't move like him. Mm-hmm. He does nothing. Literally, the only two things, he ain't even white. Like, he's Cuban. So they don't have nothing in common. They have nothing in common. Literally. Besides, like they played football in California because Mendoza went to Cal. That's the only thing they have in common. And Josh Allen is from California. Other than that, nothing in common. Like, that's not the comp for him at all. Like I said, he does not have those elite traits. He's the safest pick in his draft. That's what he is. He's very safe. He's gonna be a good player. Oh yeah, Mendoza is a nice quarterback.
He won't be a
bust. You won't be looking at it like, why did you take him? Or that was a mistake. He's Alex Smithish. Very and he don't even got that wheels because Alex Smith has wheels, but he's very Alex Smith is very safe. You get
that's actually a good comp. That's actually a good comp. I like that comp. Actually.
It's a good comp, but and this is where I've actually had some arguments on social media about people saying that Mendoza is going to be.
Nah, man, he does not move like Josh Allen. I've been watching this dude since Cal. He does not move like Josh Allen at all. He does not have his arm strength. I don't even think he's that big, to be honest with you. That's as big as Josh Allen. Maybe you look at
no, he's not.
And he's like, he's a little. I want to say he's 23, so he ain't gonna get much bigger. He does not move like Josh Allen at all, man. At all. Like this cap. What do kids say? That's cap, fraud, 6'7", like all of that. None of it. You feel me? Like, no, it's not Josh Allen, brother. Alex Smith, Jared Goff, I see. Kirk Cousins, I really don't. I can see because he's like very boring, technical. I can see that. It's not a lot of flavor and sauce to him. Yeah. Maybe that's why they see the Kirk, and he kind of looks like Kirk Cousins. Just in the face, but his game's not really that similar. But man, Josh Allen, no, that's why. Yeah, Josh Allen was literally all traits coming out. Josh Allen was like a 50% passer at Wyoming. He's just a big kid that was crazy athletic with one of the craziest arms you've ever seen in your life.
And he was super risky. He was super risky too. Super risky.
Mendoza is super safe.
Yeah.
So. And the more and more I watch Mendoza, I think that I think people think he's going to be.
I gotta get my son to track practice.
All right, man.
Oh, sure, yeah. All right, man, Severe. Everybody, make sure you guys go. Say what's up to Severe, man. Double tap that screen, and make sure you guys go over there and hit that sub button as well, man. All right, Severe.
Charles Grant's little nephew, man.
I'll be back on in a few hours, man. What you say?
Say you Charles Grant's little nephew, man.
Man, hey, Uncle Charles.
I miss my Uncle Charles. All right, man.
All right, man. I'll see you. Oh, it's the wrong one. I don't even know where it's going. Hold up. Review. Bang. Okay. So, but here, real quick, like I've gotten some back and forth with people on social media because they honestly, there was one person that told me that Mendoza could run like Lamar Jackson. They literally said that. I'm saying,
come on, man.
Need to stop.
Come on, man.
I don't think.
Nah.
Just watching the few games that I've watched, again, I got to do a more deep dive, but I don't think he's going to be as athletic as Josh Allen. I don't think he's going to have the wheels. I don't think like the speed of the NFL is going to be so different, especially based on the schools that he played. I don't think he's going to be able to get loose. Could he extend a play? I think so.
Yeah.
Like if you roll him out of the pocket, I think on like a 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2, are you going to make sure that you you're aware that he can run for a first down. Of course, I do think so. But to think that he's going to be a runner like Josh Allen, I don't see that.
He might even be like athletically maybe a Justin Herbert, and even that's stretching it. Even though you don't think Justin Herbert's athletic, but like even him or even maybe Trevor. Yeah, he's not. As
I don't even see him running like. I don't even see him running like
in
Herbert.
In that realm, but not Josh, because Josh Allen is just a. I mean, he's a threat with his legs. Like, he's a true threat. Yeah. So
I don't even see him running like Herbert. You know what I'm saying? Like
Herbert's bigger.
The more and more I watch Mendoza, I see Jared Goff. I see Jared Goff. And he could be just a little bit more athletic than Jared Goff. But if you compare kind of college tape, man, I see Jared Goff. That's kind of what I see, in all honesty. And I've heard people make that comparison. Shout out to my guy that
he's definitely safe. He's safe.
Yeah, and Jared Goff made it to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's safe.
You know what I'm saying? And so he's going to keep it competitive. He's going to keep it in the game. So it's a pretty good comparison. All right, let's see. What up, Jeff? What's going on, brother? I see you in here.
I actually like the Alex Smith comparison. Like, that was the first time I heard that, the Alex Smith comp. Because I mean, one thing they say about Mendoza is he, just from the neck up, he's very he's smart. He understands the game. Smart as hell. And that's how Alex Smith was. So, and
he could be a game manager without question, and that's no knock on anybody, right? Like, he's just
he
smart.
Has a nice arm. He has he has some nice zip on the ball. Like, he throws it on the rope. But yeah, I don't know. I actually really like the Alex Smith, to be quite honest.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, I gotta go back and watch more of Alex Smith. But I mean, just the game manager, the way that he can navigate a football game without question. Because Mendoza, you're not going to question Mendoza's smarts. Like, he's a very high IQ, intelligent kid playing the game. And so, but yeah, what up, Jeff? Man, you're saying time to move on from Maxx. You've been saying it for a while. I know you've been saying it for a while, man. Appreciate you popping in here. And so, Chiaya, I think hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I'm done with Maxx after the post. After you posted those videos, it did rub people the wrong way. Chris, real quick, what was your thoughts on?
It didn't bother me, man. You know me. It didn't bother me. Stuff like that don't bother me. I to be honest, I'm he can do what he wants. People get a little butthurt about how players react to certain things, and I'm not tripping on that at all. It was just one of those things. Like, hey, I'm not as injured as they try to make it seem. I'm pissed off. I want to play. I want to be out there with my guys. So, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, that man's kind of saying Josh wasn't Josh until he came to the NFL. Which, yeah, I think Josh is going to develop. Or what we saw with Josh's development in the NFL, man, he became thick. I just don't see Mendoza kind of getting into that same build as a Josh Allen. So I don't. That's just me. Let's see. And yeah, Picks, you're right. Josh Allen, when he was younger, was trying to run through linebackers, and he still kind of is. That's gonna be an interesting. Dynamic. Just see how Mendoza develops in the NFL. C. Gabe throwing a super chat out there, man. I appreciate it. You're saying going to the game. If the Raiders are about to hit a game winner, I'm running on the field in my birthday suit and taking the football for the nation. Hey, man. C. Gabe, let me know real quick when you're going to be in town. We're going to do something on Saturday. Leo's coming into town. There's a bunch of people that I think coming in for the final game. Let me know when you get into town. I'll let you know the details. I'll probably do a live maybe on Saturday. Or not Saturday, probably on Friday. And tap in for that. I'll also do a bunch of shorts as well, just kind of announcing some of the stuff that we're going to be doing. So let me know. Let me know if you're in town. We're going to dial in the location, and we'll just kind of do a kind of a get together on Saturday. So let me know when you're in town. If not, we'll definitely be at the tailgate, and I think there's a good chance I'm going to the game. So let me know, brother. I appreciate the super chat. Now, I mean, you're saying Josh Allen sucked in his first year. He did, like all rookies.
Yeah.
All young rookies, man. It's tough. Megalodon in the bill. What's going on, man? We need quarterback, O-line, receiver, one. We do. Frank Weber, Alex Smith was severely underrated. Please pardon the He was good enough. You know what I'm saying? He was good enough to really keep you in the game. So
I mean, but he wasn't underrated coming out of college though. You know, people thought he was the next up.
Yeah,
number one. You know.
Let's see. And I mean, you're saying I said I hate comps. Period. I know it's hard to do comps. I'm with you. It's really hard to kind of put those together because you just never know how they're going to develop. And I said it a lot. It's also dependent, like, where do they go? They could look really good in college, but then all of a sudden they go to a team that just does not develop them at all.
Oh yeah.
I made the comparison. If Tom Brady went to the Cleveland Browns, he wouldn't be Tom Brady today.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that's what makes it really difficult. It's tough. So, Jeff, you got another one? Appreciate you with the super chat, man. Fans get married to players, and it's time to divorce from the crap. Yeah, we do without question. Yeah, man. I said in terms of comps of how they played in college and the translation to the NFL, then how they played again, then how they played again. Hate college comps to the NFL. I agree with you 100%. And Jeff, let everybody know if you guys are going live today. I think it's a Tuesday. We're only going live Tuesday because obviously tomorrow is New Year's Eve. So let everybody know if you're going live Tuesday. Rosetown, if I were taking Mendoza with the first pick or we're trading back. So Chris, let me ask you real quick. If we got the first pick, what are your thoughts? Like, what do you want the Raiders to do potentially? Like, what is going through your mind right now? Obviously, a lot of people talking Mendoza, trade back, Deontay Moore. Give us kind of what your initial thought is right now of what you'd want to do with that first pick if we got it.
Yeah, to be honest, man, I still want to see these quarterbacks play, you know, under the big lights. I want to see how this playoffs kind of unfolds. But I can't lie, man. It's not like I'm super in love with either quarterback, man, to the point. Like, I hate that we're going to have the
Oh, hold up, Chris. I think you froze for just a second. Hold on. Yeah, I think you froze for a quick second. You're still frozen. Let me Oh wait, once I see you move, I'll see that you came back because you're frozen right now. If you want to log out, come back in. Let me know. But you're frozen. Let's see. C. Gabe, you said you'll be in town Friday. You'll be in town Friday evening and Saturday morning till Monday or Tuesday, visiting the parents in Henderson. Cool, man. Awesome. Cool. I think Chris, you are. Hold on. Nope, Chris. You log back out. I'll wait for you to come back in. So yeah, C Gabe, hit me up. Let me know. Again, just log on. Go to me on IG _805 Raider. I'll be putting shorts out on the stuff that we got going on Saturday. It'll probably be around noon start time. Go till about maybe 3 or 4 o'clock roughly. So let me know. Hit me up on IG again _805 Raider. But then I'll probably go live on Friday and just kind of give you some details as we've kind of finalized it. So anybody else that's going to be around the area, we're going to be rocking out, doing something on Saturday, but we're also going to be doing something, or we'll be at the tailgate as well. So, man, definitely hit me up. It'll be good. Jake, you're saying Raiders need to find their franchise quarterback next year? Yeah. Cool. Jeff, you're going live in about 40 minutes. Guys, make sure you tap into Jeff as well as Leo. I don't know if this is the show, but I know you guys do the connection show, I think, with Jay Raider as well as Nate, man. Guys, make sure you guys go show some Jeff and all those guys some love, man. Now, I'm here saying Caleb Williams is a perfect example of how coaching changes shit for even a number one pick. Yes, 100%. And that's why it's really tough. It's really tough. And I agree with you. Making comparisons are tough, but our pro comps are tough. But for myself, man, making sure that they go to the right organization, and organization is going to allow them to prepare and build the foundation properly for them. I made the comparison earlier in the season, right? We did one of the mock drafts, and I picked up Will Campbell in the first round. The tough part is if Will Campbell, he went to the Patriots, looked like he was doing well as a rookie, which is great. But then what if we would have picked him and Brendan Carroll was his coach? We would have made him look like absolute crap. And next thing you know, it would have made me look bad because Will Campbell would have looked like a bust. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what's really tough. Armando, flashback Ryan Leaf. You never know, man. We do. We never know just kind of how all that shit's going to work out. But we'll see. We'll see just kind of how we progress. But for myself, I definitely want to know what our head coaching situation looks like before we kind of make that run. Don't see Chris yet. We'll see if Chris kind of pops back in. Chris, if there's a hang up, just send me a message on IG if it's not looking good. But definitely come back in if you're ready. Let me just kind of get my messages up so I can see it just in case. Chris, are you back? Let me put you up here. Bang, you back.
What happened, man?
Hey, you froze for a quick minute. So going back to it. First pick. What are you thinking? What do you want to do? Let us know.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm not in love with either quarterback, at least not like that. So I do want to see more, in these college playoffs to kind of see, how they play, against the very best. I want to see how that kind of plays out. And I kind of hate the fact that we would get the first pick overall in this draft, compared to, like how come it couldn't have been last year or 2 years ago or whatever. Right. So, because honestly, like I think if I really look at like Mendoza, like out of all the quarterbacks that's been picked early in like the last like 2 or 3 years, like I'd probably have him ranked 8th out of all of them, so it's like I just don't think he's he's safe, but for a number 1 overall, I don't know, man. So, but overall, long story short, I think I would be okay with trading back, but I would have to get, a shitload, man. I'd have to get a lot in return. I like what, like the Texans were able to do. And I like, even the Browns approach and stuff like that. So I'm kind of team trade back myself. That's kind of where I'm at. Get that foundation, get the best players available.
Yeah, and the Mass Rad, I think it's pronounced. You guys are going to beat the Chiefs. Let's hope not. All right, don't put that out there. Don't put that out there in this chat. We need that number 1. We need to lock in that number 1. Shout out to my guy Ginslinger. Man, he sent me a bunch of messages on just kind of the strength of schedule and how the Falcons winning yesterday helped us out and stuff like that. I'm not good at that stuff, and so shout out to him, man. He's the mathematical guy, and he was sending me a bunch of stuff. And it looks like we have a really good shot at holding on to that number 1. But hey, let's just not let it out of our grasp. Let's lose against the Chiefs. I could care less if it's in our own home, and we'll have something to celebrate in this offseason. And so if we control that number 1, then we can stay there. We can fall back. We could trade back, acquire a bunch of draft capital, stuff like that. But if you want that quarterback and we're stuck at number 2, then you run the risk of someone jumping up to number 1, and you don't want to run that risk at all.
Yeah.
So, Chris, for radio, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you popping in here. We've been on for a minute, so we're probably going to get out of here in just a second, but I want to say what's up. Make sure we kind of get everybody in here. Rosetown, let's get the right thing. Moving forward.
Got to.
And he's also following it up. He's saying Mendoza has it all. Man, hey, it's going to be a crazy discussion without question moving forward. And we're going to see just kind of how it works out. So, look, we broke down the game film, been on here for about 3 hours, man, guys. We jumped on a day early because of New Year's, so we appreciate everybody that's rocked out with us, man. Chris, it's good to see you back. Good to see you back popping in with us, man. We're going to do something this weekend, again, after that Chiefs game. We're going to have a little bit of fun, but also, guys, know that we're going to be out there. We're planning it out right now. Pittsburgh for the draft. We're going to have a little bit of fun.
Baby.
Let's hopefully we can get that number 1 and rock out. So, guys, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate the members. We appreciate the subscribers. We appreciate the super chats. Everybody. Chris, let everybody know what you got going on. And if are you still doing the show on the weekends with Dub?
Yeah, we haven't done it for a while. Like I said, I've kind of been off the radar for a while, man. Just trying to while I was traveling, was on vacation and had some family things going on, just trying to get my mind right. But yeah, me and Dub gonna get back to doing what we do. And then of course, with you guys, every Wednesday and Sunday, breaking down film. I'm really excited about this offseason, man, because I think we got a lot to really break down. A lot of free agents we'll be able to break down, a lot of, guys on our team. You know, we've kind of talked about it, but you know, I'm really excited to break down our draft class. You know, a lot of people want to say different things about, you know, Genty or Betch, and like, let's really break it down and see what you know, what they really did. You know, the tape doesn't lie. So again, you guys can you know, catch me here with the War Room. Everyone, you know, definitely, again, everyone that's on X, you know, make sure you guys come over to YouTube, man, and check us out there, man. Protect the Shield podcast, you know, and my boy Real Talk Raider Nation, man. Check us out. Give us a you know, subscribe to us, and you know, give us a like.
Yeah, man, Jeff, you're gonna be out there in Pittsburgh, man. It's gonna be fun. I think there's a couple other people that are trying to get over to Pittsburgh. Severe is obviously still in the building.
Grant. Yeah, salute to Severe, man. Make sure you guys, if you guys aren't already already subscribed to him, man, make sure you subscribe to him. I know he does a Monday show now too, so you know. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Jack. Appreciate you popping in here. Now, man, got to get that franchise quarterback if we can. The trenches can be addressed with all the cap space and free agency. If our new head coach wants that, we ain't done yet. Much to see. Hey, it's going to be exciting for this offseason for sure, man.
The thing that bothers me is people always say that, like, we can't depend on free agency because, for one, we're going to have to overpay because guys are not going to necessarily want to come here. And plus, we've been trying to address the line in free agency the last 3 years, and that's how we end up with the Kappas of the world and the Andreas Pete and all that stuff. And who was your guy that the guy that you hated?
Oh God, Cody Whitehair.
Yeah, Whitehair. Like that's how we end up with guys like that, man. Like, let's go ahead and try to just draft some dogs, develop them, and you know, it's just saying we can get people in free agency is harder than what it's than what it sounds.
100% agree, because I've said this multiple times. It's like, it's really tough because in order for us to get the top end free agents, like they got to want to come here.
They got to want to come. Exactly.
If they're a top end free agent, if they're a top guy, then they're probably gonna have 4 or 5 other teams wanting them. And so why would they come over here? And I think that's another reason why we have to go on. We have to move on from Pete Carroll, because top end free agents want stability. They want to sign a 3 to 4 year contract. And they know there's a head coach that's not going to be here through their contract. So is the next regime going to want him? They might trade him away. Who knows, right? And so, but in the same breath, what I will say is, because of us picking Genty at number 6, and you want to give him every resource to be as good as possible, I'd overpay for an offensive lineman at this point.
For the right guy, for a dog. Yeah, for a dog, yeah.
And so, and I think that's where it's like, we can build it through free agency. You're not going to want to build everything through free agency, but you can get a piece through free agency. Yeah, a lot of people like that center Linderbaum out of the Ravens, you know, so, you know, could go overpay for him, go get him in the building, but then you also want to marry that with get somebody in the draft, right? You don't want to just build through free agency, but you can get a piece there. And I'd be okay at this point, overpay for an offensive lineman in free agency, get the best one possible, get them in here, and then still address it in the draft. Maybe you start getting depth pieces in the draft where you can now start to get some pieces that can replace a free agent or, you know, somebody else that's on at the end of their contract. So definitely ways that you could build it without question.
Yeah, there's different ways, man. I mean, even like what the Patriots did. I mean, you know, they got two starting linemen on in this year's draft. You know, and that's going to be their foundation for the next decade and beyond, man. So it's like, come on, Severe. Oh, man.
Severe will start doing some lives though, without question. So without question, it's gonna be fun. You guys got to tap into that because there'll be more shorts to come from that without question. Megalod, I'm saying, yeah, Linderbaum we can't overpay for him. We can as long as the Ravens don't go after him. You know what I'm saying? And so, but if I'm going to overpay for a position at this point, without question, I'm overpaying at the offensive line. So,
he has to be one of the best in the league at the position. He has to be. And again, and I'm not giving up on JPJ, man. I'm not.
No, with him being a second round pick, I think, address it maybe on the other side. Yeah. And I hate it because the last couple of years, the guys that I want us to prioritize, it was Trey Smith, the guard from the Chiefs, but they franchise tagged him, which was tough.
Yeah.
You had Mekhi Becton out there last year. And then the year before that, the guy that I wanted was Kevin Dotson. And he ended up signing with the Rams. But they paid him a shit ton. I think they paid him like $20 million a year for a guard. And I was like, that's wild.
Yeah.
But I would have taken more than Cody Whitehair.
But you got to think, the last 2 years, the guard market went crazy. It went crazy. And that's why we're stuck. In fact, was that the year we paid Andre James because we were like,
yes.
Yeah, I think that was the year. Was that the year?
No, I think we paid him last year. I think we paid Andre James last year, I think. And then we ended up just basically moving on from him.
Maybe, yeah, okay. Yeah, so at least 2 years in a row, it was like that guard market went so crazy because we all wanted interior linemen. But once we saw that, we're like, Jesus, we can't, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of guards that Kevin Dotson 2 years ago, the guy won it. Even I think his name was Kevin Zeitler. That ended up going to, I think he was with the Lions and ended up going to the Ravens. I forget which one, but Kevin Zeitler was a guy I wanted to bring in. That didn't work out, and so that is what ends up being tough. But we'll see just kind of how it kind of works out now, man. I do not know why the Ravens let Leonard Bond even be in discussion. What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I don't think probably the best in the NFL. Especially with King Henry there, like they're always going to be a physical team. I'd be surprised if they let him go, honestly.
Yeah, Chiaya, man. Telesco paid Andre James. Okay, did he? Did he pay Andre James? Maybe you're right.
So it was Telesco was last year.
Yeah, and Jefferson JPJ better at guard. Get over it, Jack.
I don't agree, Jeff. I don't agree, man. I don't agree at all, actually.
I think I that's a whole other discussion. I do think that if you it remains to be seen just how good of a center JPJ can be. I mean, he didn't get enough burn at it to really understand and know what he could be. But if you take JPJ's mentality, just his Mauler mentality, and you take away the option of or the having to snap the ball, then get out, I think he could be a damn good guard, but it doesn't take away from
he should.
He could be a center.
He should.
I just, holy shit, man. I wish we could just get a better O-line coach in here and we can get a true evaluation of who these kids are. I say kids, sorry, players.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where it's tough is, God, we didn't need a good O-line coach in here. Pete Carroll needs to go. Point blank period. Damn it. Black Honey Money Jones, Crosby to Seattle. For a first and a third. Give us 2 first, and you can have them. You know what I'm saying? Raider Dez, what's going on, man? We're just about to pop out here. Look, appreciate everybody rocking in here. One thing I want to say, this is our last live until Sunday. I just want to say appreciate everybody that's rocked out with us all year long. I want to say if you guys are going out and having fun for New Year's, stay safe. Hopefully you guys have a good one. But I think I can say for Chris as well as Severe, man, we appreciate everybody that's rocked out to us for 2025, man. And 2026, we're going to be bringing you guys more game film, bringing you guys more breakdown of – we got one more with KC, but college prospects, free agent prospects. We're going to have a little bit of fun with it. If you guys do want to throw out suggestions, be a member of any of the channels, my channel, Chris's channel, Severe's channel. As long as you're a member, you can throw out suggestions. And we'll start doing the homework of breaking these guys down. And we'll put the list together, prioritize it. We're going to have a little bit of fun. So we're going to get out of here, man. We appreciate everybody, the members, appreciate the subscribers. We appreciate the super chats, everything. Again, if you guys are going out, have a safe, enjoyable New Year's and shit. We'll see you guys next year. We're out of here, Chris. We'll see you guys. Peace.